Hello and welcome to the RPG Blender, where we are returning to our Kids on Brooms adventure. Everybody's in the right places on their screen. That's excellent. And we are here and ready to maybe finish this up. So, remembering to unmute this time. There we go. All right, let's start at the beginning. Kate, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Kate, aka New Mama, and I play Amelia Prinsky, who is the bookworm, sort of stuck up nerd. That's the best I could say.
Okay. Moving down the line, we've got, who would like to go next? Where do I go usually? Rich. Go with Rich.
It is where you
next.
go normally. Thank you. Hi, I'm Rich, aka Dr. Mr. Freckles. I play Desmond Dillion. I had to look at my last name again. I knew I made an alliteration. Largely the I guess the jock of the group. Do anything to help his friends. Jump into action immediately. Think about the consequences later. Also, a avid lover of milk.
Avid lover of milk?
Yeah, love milk. Just plumb love it.
Perfect segue. Perfect segue.
Can we not talk about the milk incident?
Oh,
You
right,
know,
right.
You know we're going to
Right,
talk
it comes
about
back to me now. Okay, so moving down the line, we've got Craig. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Craig. Those were words that came out of my mouth.
Yeah, it sure was. Howdy, everybody. I'm Craig, a.k.a. Doing Die Gaming, and I am playing Barnabas William Pock, a.k.a. Barney, who currently has a milk cannon. And I eagerly look forward to using it to ruin, I don't know, Optometrist offices, any of our remaining storyline, pretty much.
And to
Sky's the limit.
buy me some time before that happens, it's time for everybody's favorite segment. Create that rumor. Did you guys forget that you need the rumors?
I did.
It's not that I
even in
forget,
the
it's just
school
that I
anymore.
burn it out of my mind.
Yes, you're right. We're not in the school anymore, so if you'd like to establish a rumor about the mortal world, go ahead and do it.
That's what I was gonna do, so that's perfect.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Who would like to go first?
Oh, me.
Okay, Rich.
There is a rumor that that humans are horrified of magic, and that's why we generally don't do it around them. And if they think you do magic, they think you're a fuel source and will burn you to keep warm.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's one take on the witch burnings. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for adding that horrifying little bit to this world as you stumble into the mortal world.
I have one.
All right.
So, what is it? Petrified Pete? That's
Yeah.
the.
Mhm.
Okay. So, that name is like vaguely known in the mortal world. It's like they don't even really know though. It's like the lore and what they think they know is so wrong. But Petrified Pete is like the Bloody Mary of our real life. You know, it's like you look in a mirror and you say Petrified Pete 3 times, and the rumors that like an evil wizard will appear behind you and cast a death spell on you. I mean, it's not true.
I
But it's-
mean,
Okay.
we know who
nice that you
decides if
said-
it's true.
It's nice.
I
It's
said-
nice
The
that
chat
you said
decides
that.
if it's
not
true.
true.
Anyway.
Very nice that you said that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Mhm.
The spell choice is also just perfect. Perfect. He could have said
Right?
like it
It's
turns
spooky.
into a clown. It
Turns
I
into
don't
a
know, it
statue.
stupefies you. Death spell. Okay.
Yeah, just dead.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Can you say... Oh, no. Walrus is taking note. Great. All right. Craig, what's your rumor?
Well, I think everybody else's rumors were just really good. So
They
I don't-
were... But I think you can top it.
I believe in you.
Okay. A rumor about the mortal realm.
Or about your school. Could be either. But
Or
now that you have
about-
entered the mortal realm, it has opened up.
Okay. Then I guess there is a rumor that the mortals themselves are in fact all capable of magic in their own right. Those unknowing the magical world. However, due to a lack of comprehension of the manner in which it takes to manifest magic, more often than not, they are expected to not be able to unearth that. However, under fits of duress, stress, uh, tension, and threat of extinction, there have been rumblings of situations occurring that the wizarding world speculates as spontaneous manifestation of magic.
Like awakenings.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, which the mortals are more often than not. They go, it was a miracle. All of a sudden, I just was able to catch grab of the branch while I was falling off of that
I
cliffside.
lifted this bus off my son.
And I was able to climb all the way back up. Yeah, exactly. Moments like that.
Good.
And people strike it as such. But the wizarding world theorizes that that's the quickest and most rapid manifestation of magic without semantic ability or verbal component, just a pure expression of raw will.
Doing taxes is very stressful, so this is all coming together. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, the plot comes together. Now,
Uh-huh.
I have a question based on that one.
Great, perfect.
Are
Okay, let's
these
keep going.
random outbursts of magic in times of stress something that happens to regular wizards too? Or because they are actually taught to control and use it, does it not happen to them?
I think that once you no, okay, you know what? No, let's yes and this mofo. Wizards are capable of exertions of magical outbursts. However, those are usually magnified forces based on their inner desire, and can sometimes be self-destructive in the process. Whereas mortals who don't understand the powers of magic themselves have a more pure intention behind it based on their motivations. Though there are darker investments of such things and lighter ones. So, like, for instance, speculation of Jack the Ripper and his slaughtering abilities was a theorized manifestation of a human who was utilizing magic as a means to come and go as he sees fit, hiding his trail effortlessly because he wanted to do so desperately.
Oh boy, wow, you just made that darker than I intended, but all right. That works.
Well, you know what? It's Kids on Brooms. If it doesn't get a little dark, what are we doing?
Kids on Brooms. You listen to that name and you think it's going to be a fun romp. If you ever play this with a child, well, it's got to be a special child that you're playing with.
Exactly.
Anyway, with that in mind, let's begin. Previously on Kids on Brooms, you escaped from the library, made your way outside where you were confronted by Professor Melinda Cosgrove. She then brought you to the headmaster's office, where she is currently residing, as she takes over for the school while he is away on business. The business of selling the school? No one really knows. However, after a intervention by your spirit friend, she drove you out of the office and was not entirely convinced of that you were not complicit in the entire affair. However, at Desmond's suggestion, rather than leaving and going back to your rooms, you went to the kitchen, thinking that there might be a clue there from a sugary substance he found under his fingernails. When you arrived, you found large sugar cookie creatures within the room. Barnabas, thinking quickly, engaged a cannon of milk to soak the cookie men, to break them apart. However, it interacted strangely with his high-powered light spell, causing a near instantaneous flooding of the kitchen with milk. A flood which continued out into the hallway, sweeping him and Amelia out and driving Desmond through a trapdoor in the floor. However, the spirit arrived to make things better by opening a portal to another dimension, sucking all of the milk as well as Amelia and Barnabas into it. However, Desmond was able to think quickly and use his Pocket Friends spell in order to bring Amelia and Barnabas as tiny little pocket-sized versions of themselves out into the main world. Whether it's the real one or not, we'll never know. They then found a large door, at which point Professor Melinda Cosgrove showed up. questioning them about their appearance at this location. When she saw the door, however, she became enraptured with it and asked them if they would open it with the key they had found in her office. Amelia turned the key, and Melinda opened the door to find an optometrist's office. After some stunned questioning, our adventurers, students, whatever you would call them, decided that they must make their way forward to find the secrets of mortal tax code from within one of the most dangerous places in existence, the mortal world. And that is where we begin.
Good stuff.
Oh boy.
So you stand currently within the optometrist's office. The trapdoor behind you had shut, which then emitted some kind of light along the seams, which probably sealed it up. You didn't really test it to know. However, within the optometrist's office, there is a door on the far side, as well as a patient with many eyes sitting in the chair, and the optometrist himself.
So this patient, you said this patient has many eyes?
Yes.
How many eyes are we talking about? Barnabas eyeballs this many-eyed individual.
12.
That's a lot of eyes.
Are the eyes on his skin? Or does it look to be a device on his face that has the eyes?
The device on his face seems to have the eyes.
Barnabas, with a D4 of intellect, does not pick up on that.
Nah, not at all. But I also don't care with the die4 of intellect. So we get an A, right, in your class if we do this with you?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Right?
If you do this with me, of course you will receive an A.
Let's go.
But you're not in my class.
Well, I will be next semester, I promise. All right.
Very well.
But-
Well, I am, but I was probably going to get an A anyway.
And I am, and I definitely wasn't, and I would love that A. All right, so, Professor, what are we doing then? I mean, I have no idea where we are.
Where are your tax secrets?
Yeah, turning to the optometrist.
My tax secrets?
Where would I go to learn about taxes?
My accountant does my taxes. I don't understand them.
Where can we
Okay.
find your accountant?
Or a accountant?
He's a couple floors down in this office building. Actually, very convenient.
I
Okay.
understand. Which
Could we?
floor?
Yeah, could point us in the right direction.
Sure. You're going to walk out this door. You're going to make a left. You're going to head to the elevator. You're going to hit the button. You're going to go down to the 8th floor. And
Uh-huh.
he's in room 802, suite B.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, Mr. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. What's your name?
My name is...
He gave you. He definitely already gave his name.
I definitely already gave this name, so it's on you if you don't... Okay, right. I gave you my name already. You mean you don't remember it? That's pretty rude to ask somebody their name and forget it not 5 minutes later.
That's a really good point. Hey, oh shoot, what's that over there? And I point, doing the classic "what's that over there" bit to try and make this guy turn away from me.
Give me your charm roll.
You got it, buddy. Here we go. First roll. Natural 20. That's a 21.
Just
Uh,
too choppy.
Well, hang on out. Was that your maximum? You roll it again, remember?
Oh shoot, it
Swear.
explodes. You got to be kidding me. Okay, so and that's a 3. So 24.
Okay. What do you point at?
I point definitely directly away from me, like opposite side of, like behind him. I'm pointing
Okay.
at like his wall or something.
You point behind him, and you point at this diagram of a slightly spherical thing with a whole bunch of curvy, twisty lines running through it. It's got this circle toward the front. It looks very disturbing. I'm assuming you don't know what a diagram of an eye looks like.
I do,
Barnabas.
but yeah, he
Definitely
Desmond.
not. And there's a little bit of this that perks up, and I'm actually genuinely concerned when I realize I'm pointing at this thing. But I
And
still
he-
follow through.
He begins he gives a sigh and then begins to give a lecture on the workings of the human eye.
Does he turn away from me?
He
as
looks
I-
at it
as-
and then he goes back to his
as
patient
soon as he
saying,
as
"Screw
soon as
it."
he looks away from it, I pull out my wand and I cast a memory augment spell to make him forget the introduction. so that he has to.
Oh,
introduce
That's not what
himself to
augment
me.
means at all.
I'm just removing the last like 5 minutes. So I'm just erasing that part of his memory.
Okay. See, you're giving him short-term memory loss.
Yeah, you got it.
That could happen, but not usually naturally in somebody
Probably not.
his age.
I don't know. How old is he? He's got 12 eyes. He's got to be pretty old.
No. The 12-eyed person is the person in the chair.
Oh,
It's true.
okay.
And it is small because you're trying to affect a person. So
Uh-huh,
we are at 6 so far.
uh-huh.
This is a permanent effect.
Sure is.
That's 12. And how many times have you erased memories, Barnabas William Pock?
Is this your thing?
George,
Probably a lot.
Have we found your mastered spell?
Barney is a master of changing people's memories.
That makes sense. Okay, so that is a 12 difficulty for this. Erasing a... This would probably... Yeah, this would be a charm roll.
Yo, payday, baby!
Yeah.
There is one person in the chair with the with 12 eyes.
That guy's got 12 eyes. Who's gonna believe him?
All right.
And then the D4
What'd you get?
for my magic.
Are you banking on that D4 right now?
I kind of was, because I rolled a 9 on the D20, and then I got a 3 on my magic for a 12.
Okay.
And I also get the +1 from my my young kid stat. So it's
Okay.
A 13.
All right. The character casts a spell, but not impressively. Sure, it works, but it's clear that the character put serious effort into making it succeed. Spell functions as expected.
I, being used to this charm, having heard it all the time, start walking out the door.
Okay. What do you do?
Slide my wand away, and I go,
Oh boy.
That didn't take very long.
no, of course. Walrus isn't pleased that I'm handling my situation.
Oh,
What?
I think he meant to send that privately, but... Okay.
Don't read that.
Too late. Too late. I've already seen everything.
All right.
It's
I'm just gonna talk normally, and if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm
we're all
not-
gonna
I'm not-
forget in like 2
I'm not
seconds
dodging
anyway.
letters.
True.
You got to be kidding me.
Mm-mm.
I don't have the kind of wherewithal to talk normally.
So now
Oh,
that
crap,
I've
this has raised the stakes for me. Now I have to count letters. Oh, God.
That's
All right,
true.
notebook.
Work.
Mm-hmm.
so now that I have.
Oh, he said he'll count.
Nah, it's all right.
Oh.
We'll count. We'll be good.
Yeah. We got this. Now that I've erased that guy's memory from pretty much our introduction,
Hmm.
of course I'm gonna follow through with this and go.
Don't worry, Wallace. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. What's your name again?
He is in the
I'm
middle
just-
of his lecture about the eye. He turns around, and then the person in the chair leans out to the side, leaving behind 10 of his eyes, and says, all right, look, I'm in the middle of an appointment here. Like, I really need to get this glaucoma taken care of. Can you please just get out of here?
You know what? You're right.
I'm already at the door. I'm walking out.
And
the door.
I like start to usher Barney towards
Oh,
the
come
door.
on.
And
I forgot his name.
Shh. Just go.
No, I leaves. Permanently augmenting a dude's brain because he forgot his name within 5 minutes, man. Cool. I
Okay.
pulled out the room.
You make your way out of the room. And you find yourself in a hallway. It is stark gray. There are no windows to be seen, except for small ones on the various doors lining the hall. At the
I go
far
left.
end, you see 2 fairly large doors next to each other, and 2 what look like buttons next to them.
We're supposed to hit a button. He said to hit a button.
He
Okay.
did.
So which one do we hit?
Well,
I hit a button.
wait.
Now I hit a button.
There are 2
But,
buttons. One has a V
house?
and one has an upside down V.
I hit the upside down V.
Okay, you hit the upside down V, the top button.
And I hit the bottom one.
But okay, first of all,
But if we hit them both, I mean, surely we'll get the right one, right?
You
Can I like?
Mhm.
Can I roll a brains? Because okay, so here's the question, George.
Mhm. Do you have elevators?
Yeah, like what is our
I didn't see no elevators.
I mean,
you know
in a magical world, would they use elevators?
No, I don't know like how.
We use moving
Okay,
stairs.
that's
I
fair.
think we've
griffins,
established, we
so-
have established throughout this that the mortal world in this, as opposed to that in Harry Potter, is very disconnected from you guys.
Right.
That whole mingling with
See,
mortals
couldn't
thing
remember.
kind of very much sets them
That's
apart
true.
from you.
Okay. Well, I guess we're just pressing the buttons then. I have to get my.
You can make a brains roll though to see if you've read about it.
Yeah, you know.
Yep.
And she's gone.
I'm getting my dice.
Ah, those things, those important
forgot to-
cubes of shininess.
Okay. Let's do us a brains roll here, shall we? Okay.
Tick, 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 tick.
Well,
Tick, tick, tick,
that's
tick,
tick.
a
Frost.
10.
Yes, 10. Okay. You have heard of these devices called elevators. They are meant to convey people from one floor to another. Though the mechanisms of it are strange. They don't have magic like you do, so they don't just simply take a wand and draw the appropriate symbol. Instead, you have to push a button that indicates where you would like to go.
Okay. So I think with my
Mhm.
brains, I could be like, oh, this is. I mean, we have an understanding of what arrows are, and so.
Sure.
Right? Is that logical? That's fair.
You do. You're very smart. Yeah.
I know. I just don't want to be like.
I
cheesy,
will just
that's all.
describe things, and I'm going to leave it to you guys if you interpret them correctly.
Yeah. So I think that logically, looking at these only two available buttons, knowing we have to go down, I say out loud, I think we need to press the one on the bottom.
Oh, that's the one I hit.
Good
Oh.
job.
Okay.
Okay, but
Desmond and Barnabas. Who wants high, who wants low?
I want high.
I'll take low.
Okay. The upper button suddenly turns off. And then the door opens.
It looks like mine's activated, so his probably went off.
right.
So we're in the right way. Let's
And
go.
maybe because you hit yours second. Sure.
All right. I go right in there. What am I looking at?
The professor follows behind Desmond, eager to get going.
Professor, have you ever gone in one of these boxes before?
I have not. I have had no desire to truly visit the mortal realm. My academic studies have been from afar.
But it seems like we're going on the right path, right? I mean, if we find that guy's accountant, we should be able to find the secrets that you're looking for, right?
That is the hope, yes.
Here's a railing.
So
Looks like we got a
inside, there
floor.
is a mirrored surface on the back, and there is a railing going along the sides and the back of confusing purpose. And then on the side where the door is, but on the inner wall, you see a panel with, at a quick estimate, around 20 buttons.
Mm-hmm. What are the buttons? Do they say anything?
They do. You can read. I don't have to do that one.
Yeah, cool.
There is, down way at the bottom, there is a 2B, a B, an L, and then numbers 1 through 17.
I hit the 8.
You hit the 8. Okay. Did Amelia and Barnabas get in the elevator?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I also, when I get in there, I also hold onto the bars like I'm like ready. Because I'm like, and I just say to myself, these have to be here for a reason.
Okay. The door is shut after Desmond hits the 8. There's then a momentary pause before they reopen. The 8 is still lit.
I hit the 8 a bunch of times.
It should be this is the active floor, right? We get off here.
Don't break. But yeah, I mean.
It's the same
Yeah, but
place.
they-
It's the same place.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm just
Oh.
looking out at it.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like the same place.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. And as the second button now activates, the door shut, and you feel it begin to descend.
George, A+ on like your elevator knowledge. I mean, really.
Yeah, my immersion
It's
is
the
through the
little
roof right now. I
details
can't
with this
I
guy.
can't fathom it.
What can I say? BS is my class skill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The elevator begins to descend.
I'm holding on even tighter, and I'm just like staring around.
It moves slower than the ones that you're used to in the wizarding world, although it moves with a more jerky motion. There are a few groans and grunts coming from whatever beast is clearly driving this up and down, but eventually it stops. It lets out a ding, and the doors open. On this floor, you can see a hallway that looks almost identical to the last. The only difference being that instead of 4 doors on the left and 5 on the right, there are 5 doors on the left and 4 on the right.
All right, I'm gonna walk down this hallway.
Okay. As you walk down the hallway, you can see that the numbers on the door on the left descend from 809 to 808, 807, but on the right, they climb from 801 to 802.
802. This is it.
Okay. You open the door, 802.
Wait, Sweet B.
Do you?
Yeah, well, I'm rash, but I go, huh? I wonder if this is Sweet B.
Okay. You open the door in 802, and within you see 2 doors to either side, some benches along the wall that you are about to walk through, and straight ahead, a pane of glass with a person sitting behind it. A person wearing a mask.
What kind of mask?
A fabric mask.
Do you think these guys are prisoners? Maybe they did something really bad.
I look at this person. Do they look miserable?
Give me I'll say charm is probably appropriate to
Okay.
interpret other people, right?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's not book learning, so yeah, give me a charm roll.
Well, I got a 4.
You got a 4. Okay. Yeah, she looks a little miserable, but when you walk in, she looks more a moment of shock and almost fear crosses her eyes.
I didn't look for that, so I don't notice.
I like lean to everyone. I'm just like, I don't know. She looks a little. I'm gonna go try to talk to her.
Yeah. I mean, but be careful. I mean, she's putting this like exhibit, so maybe she's being monitored. Something.
Maybe. I'm gonna walk up.
As you
Like,
do,
cautiously?
she leans backwards slightly in her chair, which seems to rotate.
I go up. And I kind of like look at her.
Excuse me, and she points to the sign, and you can to the side, and you can see a small sign that says "Masks required."
I go back to the group and I say, we have to wear masks.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just put my mask up and I'm like, all right, we're good.
Right, because you have a mask. God.
I
Desmond.
turn back towards her and I just say, do you have any?
I think we have some left over. And she rummages to the side and she pulls out some paper masks for you. And she slides them through a small hole at the bottom of the glass.
Okay.
Whoa.
Wait.
Triple famous.
Ooh, you can be triple
Oh,
famous.
man.
So many
That's
famous.
so cool.
We made it. We finally made it.
Oh,
This could be a trap. I just want to put it out there. This could be a trap. What if those are like cursed?
Well, I got my own. So.
They don't know how to curse things, do they?
No.
I mean, I don't know. Do you,
No.
Professor? Can mortals curse things?
I go up to the glass. I
believe I have heard of such things occurring.
Should we trust the masks?
Oh, Desmond is going up?
Yeah, I'm knocking on the window.
Okay.
now.
Okay. You knock on the window? Yes. What is it?
Is this where you do taxes?
Yes, she points to the right to her left where you see a number on the door, 802B.
Oh, thank you. And I walk that way.
Okay. Because he put on a
well,
mask, so he can go in.
Hmm.
I will take the masks. I'm like holding them like this. And I go over and I say, I think we have to.
All right, give me a mask.
Yeah, and I give them to Barney and Melinda and
Why don't you just use your scarf, Barney? That's weird.
That's a really good point. I drop the mask immediately.
Excuse me. No. Scarves are not
No.
sufficient.
It's fine. It's a mask. It's fine. I'm
Excuse
just
me.
putting
This
it
is
over my
state
face.
law. Masks,
Just
scarves
Oh,
are
it's the
not
law.
sufficient.
Oh, look! I got it on. I got it on.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave if you will
Hey,
not
what's
put
that
on
over
the
there?
mask.
I said behind her.
As she's staring right at you.
As I point behind her. What's
okay.
that over there?
Give me a charm roll and a flight roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
we all know what's coming up here. Whoop.
Oh, God.
Okay. So my charm roll is a 6. And my flight roll. Sounds about right. That's pretty good. Is a 2. A 6 and a 2.
Okay. So, with your 6, she is staring at you and she is not looking away. Her fear, her trepidation is keeping her looking at you. And then you feel a hand smack the back of your head.
Oh!
And it was Professor Melinda Cosgrove.
What do you think? You're gonna get fired for that, Professor. You can't hate your students. It's messed up.
Put the mask on.
Oh, I don't want to put on a mask. Put on a mask.
Well, I follow Desmond. I'm
Okay.
leaving the scene,
on the mask.
letting it happen.
Okay. Everybody has their mask on.
Yeah.
Rich, you do not actually need to wear.
No, I'm into it now. It's too late.
All right. Okay.
That's the kind of content they're looking for.
All right. You make your way over to the door. And what do you do?
I knock on it.
You knock on it.
Hello, and then I knock on it and I say hello, and then I just immediately go to just open it.
Okay. The door is not locked. You open it, and you can see within it a man sitting behind a smallish desk piled very high with papers. He has a calculator to the left of him with one of those little rolls of paper that is printing out the numbers as he types very fast on them. The man is small and bookish with little round glasses.
Wow. Yeah, I just walk up and does he notice me come in?
No, he does not. He's looking down intently at numbers. And give me a charm roll. Or give me a brains roll for this one. Brains roll for this one.
Oh, no! How the... 1.
What?
1?
Yeah, 1.
Okay, never mind.
While he's doing that, Barney looks to the professor again. You recognize this guy? Is he like a founder of the economics?
No, I don't recognize this guy.
What are we supposed to know? You're the professor of this thing.
Yes, but haven't we made it plain that there's much to be learned still?
I think we're making it plain that you've been sort of frauding to school.
Oh, lordy. Wow. Give me another flight roll.
5.
Okay, 5. The hand comes back and gives you another smack on the back of the head.
Bro! You know, I'm going to report this if the headmaster's ever really back.
Deal with it.
Just looking around the office.
I'm going to deal with it when
And
you're
like-
out the door.
I'm just walking right up to this guy.
Okay, and you walk up to this guy.
I will allow Amelia to go first. In her doings and dealings, looking.
Yeah. All right. I will kind of go up a little bit and just.
You can give me a brains roll now.
Sure. Ooh, that's a 20.
Gah. So I think that explodes, yeah? Or was that modified?
No, it's
20?
a dirty 20.
Gotcha. Okay. So, you, as you look at him, you can see sweat running down his face, and there's an almost panicked look on him.
kind of gross.
I will out loud say, "Are you okay, sir?"
He looks up sharply, stunned, and as you do, you can see that his eyes are extremely dilated. And he has an almost crazed look in his eyes. The numbers, they don't add up. They don't add up. Why don't the numbers? Where did it go? Where did it go?
So, do you have the tax secrets?
Oh, one track on Desmond. Tax secrets, taxes. That's all anybody ever talks about. Taxes. Oh my god, taxes! I can't stand the taxes.
Do you need help?
You can't help me. Nobody can help me.
Oh.
Why?
The taxes everywhere. The taxes.
George, it's clear. Like, obviously, Barney is sort of standing not in the thick of this conversation, but he can hear and kind of see what's going on over here, right?
Yes.
Isn't it? Which one is it? Spirit, possess that guy. he just says, and he points the spirit at the dude.
Desmond's in charge of that ability. Rich is in charge of that ability.
Well, he says it to him because clearly Barney doesn't know how to make it happen.
I don't think Desmond told you that he could do that, did he?
Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. Then I take that back. He doesn't say that. Boy, I wish there was some way we could control this situation. Wait, I got an idea. Hey, what's that behind you? He says it and starts walking into the conversation.
Stop it!
Oh boy. Okay.
I'll fix this.
Sure. Give me that. Give me that charm roll to try to distract the manic guy.
Sure.
Good work.
I mean, you've got that's your D20.
Rolled a 19.
Oh my god.
19 for a 20.
Okay. You point at the back. Do you point at anything in particular, or do you just point behind him?
Is there like a, I don't know, I assume that there's like a bookcase behind him or something?
Yes.
He's probably got like
Yes, there's a
documents and stuff.
bookcase.
Point at a specific odd one, like, very specific book in like the corner of one of his shelves. Oh, what's that over there?
Okay. He looks at you. He turns. He sees the book. He gasps. He runs over to it. He starts grabbing it. He touches it. He opens it up, flipping through the
Pulls out
pages.
his wand.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is what I needed. Okay.
Boom! Hit him with the memory wipe.
Why are you wiping his memory? He didn't even tell anything.
Because obviously, I got little intelligence, and I'm here to throw some curveballs, baby.
For what it's worth, I was gonna like grab your wrist, like push your wand down.
Yeah, I've very actively given my tell of what follows from his classic what's over there. So if you want to try and stop me, I'm clearly like alley-ooping my.
I
my
am.
mind
I'm
wipe.
gonna
So that'll
try.
be fight versus
Should I-
flight to see if he escapes your.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm
grasp.
so strong.
Anybody wants to load my dice right now? I'm just. Nah, it's all right.
Oh,
It's
I
all
got
right.
a 2.
I got an 8.
Damn it.
Okay. He's
That arm is like stone when you try to move it.
But I am also out loud saying, no.
Why? I gotta get rid of the crazy. I'm gonna just erase all the crazy.
Look, look. And I like point to him as he's like, oh, I found it.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy. Shouldn't we just like one day and then we could just go? No. What'd you find? Sliding his wand back into his robe.
I found it. I found the missing tax code. Yes, this is what I needed. He makes his way back to the.
Oh, that has the tax secret in it.
He makes his way back to the desk. He opens it up. He starts punching into his calculator.
Oh, Professor, did we find it yet? Is this it?
Maybe we might.
On the double,
Well, that-
double. Put this man into a snow bubble. And I try and put him and his bookcase and the desk behind him into a small snow globe.
Yeah, Get ready for that one, George.
Okay.
We're taking the secrets. We're taking the secrets.
This is reality breaking. This is big.
We're gonna get
'cause
back
it's
to the story.
Kidnapping someone.
This is big because it's larger than a person. So we're at 12 so far. How long do you need this to last? I imagine a while.
Like an hour.
Okay, so we're at 4.
So we'll say, well, an hour is the same as 3 hours, right? So we'll
yeah.
say, can we have a deactivation? Like I can, like if you pop it with a wand, it goes away.
Sure.
Great.
Sure. We're at 14. And how many times have you put people into snow globes?
I've never put people, but I actually find it really calming to put little scenes in there. So like I'll put little living rooms and things in there and stuff like that.
It's your creating ships and bottles.
Yeah, exactly. But I've only ever done it for a few minutes. So I've done it before, but I've never done it a lot. But I like shrinking things, which has been demonstrated.
Is there
You are
glitter
becoming
in
a
there?
hobbyist very rapidly.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, so is this cast or witnessed in your opinion?
I've cast it.
Okay, we're at a 15 for this brains roll.
Oh, that's good timing.
And raise the stakes. Megiddo in with the raise the stakes.
We're destroying ourselves. I'm like, what did I miss?
Oh. Yeah, real nice. You just pop in.
Nothing like the blind shot redemption to know that you're
And
invested.
I would say
Oh my-
I'm stealing this guy, so it's just a big old flight roll. I would think,
Okay.
Right?
Do you have a suggestion for the raise the stakes, or are you giving me free reign here, Megiddo?
Pretty sure he has no idea what's going on. He
Yeah,
just said,
do you
sorry
know
I'm
what's
late. What did I
happening?"
miss?
So anyway, he started
Alright.
Okay,
blasting.
there
So
we go.
then, here's what happens.
So anyway.
So here's what happens. What did you get on your roll?
I don't know what is it. You got to tell me what it
Brains.
is also.
That is
No, George, don't do this. How is this brain?
I mean,
What,
raise
what
the
would you
stakes,
what
raise
would you
the
argue
stakes.
this to be?
I'm stealing him. This is flight. It's
He's-
a big old theft. It's the biggest theft of all time.
Okay, sure. I'll give you flight.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Why not?
I mean, honestly, my flight rolls have been lower than my brains rolls because they don't explode.
Don't worry, Megiddo. I know exactly what happens.
Oh, 24!
Oh no,
Oh, we like that. That's a big number.
the baby redemption. Hang on, I must get
Where's
the baby. I must
we have
get
a
the
sliver
baby.
of it.
We have a
Think about the
sliver-
baby.
Why do we have a sliver of the baby? Oh no.
Oh no.
Doot, doot, doot. Fixing things. Get that baby back. There we go. Da baby.
He's crawling
Also-
now.
He is crawling
he's
now.
Such a cutie patootie.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that I assume that we have so little interaction with the mortal world, even though we have jacked magic powers. We have to assume that it's because it is illegal as hell to interact with the mortal world. Just want to throw it out there.
Okay, so what did you get for your roll?
I got a 24.
Okay, so you enact your spell. It begins to shrink him when the door flies open from behind you and another person rushes in. I'm sorry, I'm sorry I'm late. What did I miss? And he sees you shrinking them into this snow globe. Then lets out a screech, turns around and runs away. I have no idea what I even walked into.
Barney shoots out his wand and tries to erase that dude's mind.
Oh my god.
Now that I know what I was meant for, no one will have memories.
Honestly, this is just the DMB. It's what happens. So doing something weird, Barnabas erases the memory.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a natural person. What was it, a 12 before?
Yeah, 12 before.
Okay, so there you go. Here's your 12 to erase this person's brain.
Word up. That's a 14.
Oh.
I'm just gonna I
5
don't know.
minutes.
Get rid of the last 5 minutes. That seems to be my normal motif.
Okay.
Not gonna know how I got to work. How did I get to work?
Oh, a little late there with that, Megiddo, but the next die roll is going to be a 1,000, so we know something
Oh my
big's coming.
gosh.
Oh no.
Oh boy. So, he makes his way stumbling out of the room. When your spell hits him, his brain begins to erase the memory as he jerks straight upright and falls to his knee slightly. You then hear the voice from behind the desk at the receptionist. Are you all right? I have to come up with a name on the fly now because I can't switch away from the baby.
do!
Oh no! Arthur, are you okay? Oh my God, what's going on?
Barney will scamper over uh, tucking his wand away and go, "Oh, it was crazy. All of a sudden, that guy just like his eyes like rolled up in the back of his head. He started yelling. I think there's something wrong with him. You should bring him to like a healer or something."
Oh my god. Okay. I'll take him. She comes around the side of the desk. She goes to grab him, and then she sees the now mostly empty office behind you guys.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't ask anything about that. Just take him and leave, Barney says. Or do you want to find out what's that over there?
No.
She leaves. Very panickedly, with these crazy people who came in, refused to wear masks at first, and then...
Oh, it's that lady.
Yes, it's that lady.
We're gonna get the cops called.
Thank you. Have a great day. Please take care of him.
Barney, I pick up the snow globe and I'm like, Barney, do the thing.
Oh, okay. Whoop, boom. From downtown, the erase.
With your roll of 1,000.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. So I cookie cut all of the specific things that are uncomfortable and
She's
wrong
not
in
gonna
this
know who she
situation,
is
like
anymore.
immaculate, just like video editing of all of this experience that all of us are just not in the picture. There's like some odd grays in it, but the gist of it is she heard the scream. This guy was there. That's all that she knows, and she needs to help him because she heard the scream.
I don't know. It's 1,000. I feel like it
is
should be like. I
1,000.
feel like it should be like
in
the Rick and
addition,
Morty thing where she just loses all negative thoughts. Like she has no more negative memories. Just
don't
like,
worry. I'm about to crank it up. In addition, as you do that, small little crystals begin to fall from her head to the ground.
Really need to stop.
Well, that's
I
fucking
think
new.
I've
I
only
say
just
as I walk over
Yeah.
the unconscious guy and just.
So, your snow globe, did
Let
you
her
like
take him. Let her take him.
de-animate him, like freeze him as part of that spell, or is he still like looking around like, oh my god, what's going on in this snow globe world? I imagine it's the latter.
It feels like it's slower, but it's not. Yeah, like I don't fudge with time. Like I mess with sizes of stuff, shapes of things. I'm very into transmutation. Time is just, I know where my limits are. I might have a die 4, but no. So he's just horrified right now. Yeah.
Okay. You expect him to be horrified. Instead, he is still sitting at his desk, typing.
Way to go, tax secret man! I say, and I put him in there. I put him into my thing. I'm gonna put him in a. I put the snow globe in a
Oh,
gyroscopic
boy.
like thing. Like I basically make it so that way it's always upright, so he doesn't get jostled around too much.
Y'all are just out of control already.
All right, Orange works. Well, do you have a suggestion, or do you leave it to me? Oh, here. The professor steals
We're
both
going
of
with
them.
her.
Oh boy.
I mean, she does seem crazy, so that's
She
fine.
does.
It's gonna be a low speed magic chase.
Desmond,
Yeah.
the professor says, "Give me the snow globe, please.
Okay, just let me put it in a gyroscopic field so it doesn't get jostled.
I think I can handle that."
Oh, okay. You put it in the gyroscopic field. Then.
While that's going on, Barney's definitely gonna go and grab those crystals that are on the ground and what I'll make over here.
Okay.
And just sort of.
As soon as you touch the crystal, you find a memory being implanted in your brain. A memory of terror as you see horrific things going on in this room. Yourself doing strange magics, erasing minds, and whatever else you removed from her brain.
Whoa, that's what I did? Man, I'm terrible. Puts it in his bag.
I'm going to say, yes, this is a shared pain thing. Amelia, you see this memory as well.
Oh.
Thank you, Naveen.
Nice.
But yeah, he takes all the crystals, puts them away.
Okay.
All
with
right.
each one that you touch, you see new negative memories, not only about yourself, but just various things throughout this person's life.
I'm just gonna grab him by the scruff as he's like trying to slowly pick these up, and I would just try and drag you away. We gotta go to the elevator. It's time to leave.
Wait, hold on. I fixed it. I made it better. I say as I'm still like
As she's
collecting
I don't think you
in
did.
rapid succession as many of them as I can to put them in my bag.
all right. What do you do?
Go to the elevator.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we just got to get out of here now, right?
All right. You make your way to the elevator. You're at the elevator.
Oh, where were we?
Hit the up button. We were up.
You hit the up button.
But which one? Now which one?
After a few minutes, the doors open again, and you see the familiar internal mirrored room.
Well, I know 9 is ahead of it, so I just hit 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
13,
So
14.
the three of you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
three of you walk in. The elevator door closes behind you.
Oh wait, no.
Wait,
where's the professor?
What?
Good question.
Yeah, before it closes, we're turned toward the door, so if she
Mhm.
doesn't come in,
She doesn't.
Professor, come on! The door's waiting for you.
No response.
they might have got her.
Barnabas pulls out his wand and says, "Emergicano Pegazit," and casts the emergency call spell, which will reach out to Cosgrove. I
Okay.
think.
Well, it reaches out to whoever is currently manning the security of the school.
Oh,
when
that's
you're
true.
in the school.
But it might be.
You're not
okay,
in
so
the school.
so it doesn't work. Oh, okay.
Uh,
Can we like? Is there like a call a person spell? He says, looking at Amelia.
I've already run out of the elevator because I think that the mortals have attacked the professor.
Okay. Where do you go? You back to the room?
Yeah, I'm looking around.
Okay, you make your way back to the room. You make your way past the stunned woman and her memory crystals on the floor. You see...
Did she follow us out of the office? Like, when's the last place we saw her?
The last place you noticed her would have been when you were walking out of the office. So this is the likely place to spot her.
I'm gonna turn into a bloodhound and start sniffing around for her.
Okay. You start sniffing around for her. And as you do, give me your brains roll to track.
Haha. 1.
Oh no.
But it's a polymorph roll, so it's +3.
That is
So
true.
4.
Okay. You think that you get a whiff of her, but then it vanishes suddenly.
I'll wait to hear what the others are doing because I've.
Yeah.
I guess we're sitting over by the elevator right now.
Are you like putting a hand out every time it starts to close and blocking the door?
He's probably just like putting like all of his arm into one side to like try and keep the door from coming out.
And now it started beeping and it started to do that inexorable close when it really wants to go.
Yeah. And he's just like, no, come on. Amelia, what do we do?
Okay. All right, here's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to cast a spell and I feel that I have definitely done this to Desmond and Barney without them realizing. To basically like
Ritalin?
see through her eyes and try to see where she is.
Okay. Hard, of course, since you don't know where she is.
No, that's fair. I'm just kind of...
Okay. So, this is reality
Like a
breaking,
scry.
I'd say. I don't think there's any way that you would normally be able to see through somebody else's eyes. Yeah? Any objections?
I mean, I would say it's a more intimate scrying, right? I mean, if you had like a crystal globe and you were like a crystal ball and you were looking, and you were watching someone from above.
Well,
it's like-
Rolwis is giving you a 45, so the difficulty
Walrus,
is not
you're
going to
so
get any higher than that. Okay, so calculations. You clearly pass because it cannot get higher than 45. And
he certainly has done this to us before.
you can see suddenly through her eyes. You see a dark room. You see some little points of multicolored light above, and you see beneath some kind of soft surface that she's standing on. Her eyes are, since you can't control her eyes, correct?
No.
They're darting around in a somewhat jerky manner.
So I will say to them, okay, I'm seeing what she's seeing right now. She's on something soft. It's dark, but there's lights. There's multicolored lights above her.
Okay.
It's so strange.
At that point, Desmond, we can return to your time.
I let out a big like howl loudly, and I just go for the nearest door.
Like the door out or the door into this guy's main office?
I don't know, any closed door, any place where I can't see behind.
Okay, that would be suite 802A.
Boom.
And what, you crash through it as a bloodhound?
Yeah.
Okay, give me your brawn roll.
I'm reckless. And what is it? What's the other?
Rash.
Yeah, I
Reckless
think
and
someone's
rash.
kidnapped my teacher. I'm not reading the chat as Desmond. I don't think she's abandoned us. What am I rolling?
Brawn.
You got it.
And of course, after his howl, regardless of what Amelia says,
Does that change where the lady's looking?
No, she does not respond to the howl at all.
Oh. Barney will say at the elevator, "Oh, that's Desmond's howl. We gotta go!" And he'll grab Amelia by the hand and start running in the direction of the howl.
I got
Actually, since we've established that she saw the memories when you did that, would your eyes also see what she's seeing? I think we established blinding before,
Oh,
so your eyes would also
That's
be
true.
affected by this
So,
spell.
so I gained the ability to see what she sees too.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, he definitely still goes, "That's Desmond's howl. We gotta go!" And he grabs her and starts running. Let's see what's going on. So he's just going in the direction, probably hitting things along the way.
Give me your brains roll.
Yeah, I would love to. Solid. That's a 1.
oh, you're so good.
You start to run out. You immediately run into the edge of the elevator and crash out of it, falling to the ground.
No! Spins, hits the dirt.
Yep, Amelia, you feel the
What
impact.
are you doing?
Oh, he needs us!
And like, yeah, and then it just like, ah, what are you doing?
At which point,
I got-
did you allow him to pull you out of the elevator, Amelia?
I did.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if you were going to get stuck in the elevator now.
No.
Okay. As you can still see her eyes looking around, and you can see the snow globe in her hand.
I got a 9.
You got a 9 to... Okay. You bust through this wooden, flimsy door into a fairly... It's an office that is identical to the other one, aside from the fact that it's not all, like, number stuff. Instead, it looks like it's talking about... It's law books, and there's nobody sitting behind the desk.
I'm gonna describe a spell, but I'm doing it with weirdness, so you can tell me what happens.
That's exciting.
How is that different from anything else that's happened?
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna let out like a really big, like long, like howl, but I'm gonna change my ears to bat ears, and I'm trying to like echolocate through the building and the surrounding floors. I know
Is
I won't
that
get
one of your
far.
forms?
It is actually. It's my flying form.
Hmm. Okay.
I chose it specifically because of echolocation, actually.
Okay.
That, and I eventually want to turn into a dragon, so I need all the pieces.
Okay.
Of course.
So you can give
course.
me your polymorph brains roll to try to.
Why are you hurting me with all these brains rolls?
I mean, this is clearly a brains effect. I
You
gave
are
you that
sorta-
flight one for stealing the snow globe.
You are sort of mix matching your forms.
So what
No,
is
it's
what is
fair,
it you're
it's fair.
looking for with this echolocation?
I'm looking for the teacher.
Okay. Give
Looking
me your roll.
for, like, I'm assuming we're not dressed like anybody else or anything, so the materials that we're holding, everything is just different. So I feel like I could, if she's close enough, I'll know it. If
Okay.
she's far,
So
I
this is
won't.
unnatural. No, wait. Polymorph is always reality breaking, right? So it's 7 person
Mhm.
size, so we're at 10. And this is something that you're gonna have happen and then be gone, right? Like minute long.
Yeah, it's instant.
Instant. Okay, so 0 for that.
So I get an idea of where things are, and then it's gone.
And this is something that you've mastered?
It's polymorph, so it's
Okay.
up to you.
Sure. I'm feeling generous right now.
I appreciate the heck out
So
of
you have a
it.
10 with your D4 brains.
And that, It's
The
not-
pigeon, I believe, is Barnabas.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Barnabas.
The pigeon is me. I am the
I
pigeon.
got a 6, and you said I need a 10.
Yes.
All right.
You have some adversity tokens, I'm sure.
I actually have. I've been banking them all.
Yeah, I'm sitting on a nice little treasure trove.
Uh,
It pays to run into things.
I haven't even needed
Yep.
to explain the planned rolls versus snap rolls because you guys are just always in a panic, whatever is happening.
That's
just always
super
snap.
True. So yeah, I'm actually gonna take away from my savings, and I'm gonna take away 4 to get up to the 10.
Remove that 401 AT.
All right, so I move it over to get the 10.
Oh, Naveen, you know what I did? You know what I did?
Nobody knows what George does.
Oh.
Animal in that respect.
What can I say? I'm a little crazy.
Hmm.
Weasel, nobody knows what's going on. I barely know what's going on, and I'm running this madhouse.
So George,
Mhm.
I would like to say that while Barney is like on the ground, reeling from his running into the side of the elevator, and sort of just like stars in his eyes while seeing things that he can't connect to because he's now realizing that he's seeing her sight. His mind is going to click, and he will say, "An immortal bounds, immortal bind," connecting to when we bound the accountant into the snow globe, recollecting
Hell
a
yeah.
binding that has now taken place of a mortal. And mortal bounds, a mortal bind.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Oh.
It's mortal bounds, a mortal bind. So a mortal's limits, a mortal is kept by.
Oh.
Well,
What
you're
is
Well,
he?
blind
then,
and you
well,
ran
then he
into an
says it
elevator.
as he's on the ground
Let me
suffering.
think.
As he's
Let
in
me
his-
think if it can actually apply. So,
Meanwhile, Amelia's just like, what?
Barney, what did
I
you?
don't know.
What did you get? No, Desmond, what did you get for your roll? You got a total of 8.
No, I got a 10 total. I
Ah.
pushed it. I adversity'd up.
You adversityed up. Okay. So, while I'm thinking about how to handle Barnabas's, because I will not outright reject it yet. Anyway, you send out your pulse looking for anything out of the ordinary,
Looking for the globe, looking for her.
and there's no sign of a person. There's no sign of the globe. But as you do, there is a slight shimmer in an area in the main room. It's not quite a solid, so it's not really reflecting your full echolocation. So you're just getting back like little hazy image of some kind of almost spherical thing there. All right, so what was it you were trying to do with this effect, Barnabas? What were you hoping it was going to do?
I don't know. I just thought when I get a situation, you say the thing, and I
Okay,
was like,
sure.
oh wait,
You know
we
what? I'll
binded
give
a
it to you.
mortal.
I don't think it's going to work in this situation, but we'll give it to you. A phrase pops into your mind. How could we get in there?
Uh-oh.
How can we get in there?
Okay. And
What are you talking about? How to
your
get in
spirit
where?
friend manifests next to you. Where would you like to go?
Wherever the professor is.
I do not know where that is.
Huh?
I can take you through things, but not to an unknown location.
How about the snow globe?
Again, I do not know where that is.
Ah! What could I hear? And he tries to wave away the spirit as he's rolling around on the
Good
ground.
Very well, let me demonstrate. And it takes you by the
Oh,
ankle
no.
and drags you on the
What?
ground. You can
What?
attempt a flight roll to escape.
Where are you going? Where are you taking me? And yeah, he'll definitely. I mean, he can't see really what's going on in his environment. He's suffering in pain. That's a 6.
Oh, wow. I forget who wins ties. Huh. I think
like Rick's.
defenders win ties,
Yeah.
actually.
Really? Wow.
The
It's like
defender's
Rick's.
roll is equal to, or yep, defenders win ties. Okay. At least for that. Yep. So defender wins ties. What happened? How do you break
So he-
free of the grasp?
He physically touched me. The spirit physically grabbed me. Is that what you're
Mhm.
telling me?
He grabbed you and he's dragging you to where you gotta go.
Well, then he's definitely. I mean, he doesn't know it's the spirit, but he's definitely like losing his shit in
Mhm.
general. So he'll just start flailing and kicking, and I presume in whichever direction he's dragging him, eventually Barney's leg probably catches like the lip of the elevator or something of the like. That
Mhm.
gives him enough leverage that as the spirit continues to pull him, he gets enough leverage to like stop his pull, and then eventually the spirit's actual phantasmal grasp just slips through when there's too much restraint,
Okay.
and he just slips through it.
Well, I'm just like, what is going on? What's happening?
I don't know. I can't see.
Ungrateful children not accepting my gifts very well. And then the voice
I-
stops.
I found the teacher.
Desmond, I'm
I'm-
blind.
I'm
I
going
need
to-
you.
I'm gonna undo the spell.
Okay, you undo the spell.
Oh.
I
This
thought
place
that
is
would help. I don't even know what that was.
You did that?
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys see a bloodhound dart from one side of the hallway to the other side of the hallway as I just make a beeline for that sphere.
Come on, we're gonna get to Desmond.
Okay. Just
Also, it's a
Start
bloodhound with like
going.
crazy big ears.
Okay. You make your
Like
way into the
bad
office and
ears.
see a bloodhound with crazy big ears. Okay. With crazy big ears. Sniffing around a certain area of the floor in the receptionist's office.
As we're working to catch up with Desmond, Barnabas goes, "Hey, Amelia, hop on my back!" And he pulls out his wand, and he polymorphs himself into one of his forms, a donkey.
Perfect.
Mwah.
You broke George.
Oh, God. Okay.
You're Peter.
You
you're
polymorph
believing.
into a donkey.
You got it.
I'll very confused be like, okay. Do so.
Okay. Reality breaking. Person sized. We're at 10. How long would you like this to last?
I hope it doesn't work.
Probably like 5 minutes. He's travel forming just so that he can catch up to where Desmond is.
You're literally doing this just to run down the hall. Okay.
Yeah, you got it. So he can
You're
keep up
doing
with
this
his
to do the same
bloodhound. He
thing
knows
the
how
spirit
fast
was about to do to you.
he knows how fast Desmond is. He
Okay,
knows how
so
fast.
we're
He's
at
gotta-
10,
he's
we're
gotta
at-
keep up.
11, and this is something that you've cast but not mastered, yes?
Correct.
Okay, you're at 12. 12 difficulty
I can't wait for this to
for your
fail.
flight.
Okay. Am I good at flight? I can't even remember.
I don't
think
know
you're, like,
anymore.
Okay at flight.
Oh,
I'm
God.
not the best. What is it? A 12 for
Yep.
flight? I'm gonna burn some points to do that because it's too funny to turn into a donkey. So I burn. Oh wait, but I also get a magic dice. I forgot about the magic dice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on that, so that doesn't help me much. Okay. But I do have the +1 in stat and +1 magic. So 5, 6, 7, and I'll burn 5 more points from my adversity token.
Good lord, how much adversity do you have?
I was sitting on 12. Remember, every time I fail, I gain 2 instead of 1.
And I haven't used any really.
Oh,
I've used them once besides that one. So
Okay, so you turn into a donkey before, while shouting, "Amelia, get on!"
Get on, climb on my back.
Climb on my back!
Climb on my back.
Just the wackiest thing.
perfect.
This is children.
you.
Children on an
Thank you.
adventure.
Yep.
The absolute cream of the crop.
And of course, once
Disease.
that initiates and I'm on the back of a donkey,
Do
I'm
you
just
do you get
shout-
on the back of the donkey?
I guess. Well, let's find out. Is that a?
This is your no. This is your choice. If you want to get on the back of the donkey, get on the back of the donkey.
Oh, I thought you meant like. Well, so here's the thing. I'm clumsy.
Mm,
That's one of my things.
Oh.
So should I like roll a
Sure.
flight?
Roll me your flight.
Not to
I
like
feel like
make
you
it
should get
hard
an
on myself.
adversity
But...
token just for bringing that up.
Oh man.
Okay. So I rolled a 9.
Sure. With a 9, you are definitely able to
Okay.
overcome your
Pretty good.
clumsiness and get up onto the donkey.
And now I'm just yelling, "Why?" as we're like blasting through the hallways.
Yeah, there's no way Desmond knows how to talk in animal form. He's not that good.
Oh my
That's
god.
God help me. Okay. You run the few feet down the hall to the door, and you run
Yeah.
in, and you see Desmond there sniffing the ground.
Yeah, I'm looking around for like a portal entry.
Okay. With your eyes, you see nothing.
No, I'm poking. Like, I'm
Yeah,
poking
with
through
your
stuff.
poking, you feel nothing.
It's definitely
But this is certainly where you saw this effect or heard this effect.
George, I'd like to partially, I'd like to try and pull a Desmond and partially polymorph some of my body into something
It's
else.
hard.
I know it's hard, but I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try and turn my donkey head into my normal head.
No,
This is like, what is it? The original The Pod people with the guy with the dog face, like the human face and the dog body.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh,
You
that's
got
so horrifying.
George, I would like to.
Oh man, that's
I would like to.
horrifying.
I would like to turn. I would like to turn
Why?
my donkey face into my.
Just so you know,
into my
among
Barney
prime
face.
polymorphers, what you're doing is a huge no-no. And I'm gonna be really like, oh,
I've seen you do it, so
I've never
you know.
done this.
I see you do weird transforms all the time.
You never keep your
Okay.
face.
So
But you never
reality
keep your face.
breaking, small. We're at 10. How long would you like it to last?
For like 5 minutes. It's like the remaining duration of my polymorph.
Okay, we're at 11.
Also, I'd like to
And-
point out once we get there, I am not staying on the donkey.
Okay, yeah, once
I
the
am
head
over these
pops out.
shenanigans. Oh yeah, just in time to see that horror show.
And then this is something that you've witnessed but not done because you've seen
Cor-
Desmond do it. So you're
Correct.
at 14, and what are you trying to? You're trying to make a head so that you can talk.
I'm literally trying to change my donkey head into Barney's head.
Why wouldn't you have just
Okay.
left your vocal
So,
cords?
This would be this. I'll give this a charm because you're trying to use it for communication.
Yeah, you're right. Here we go.
I'm gonna
Come
roll a
on,
critical.
Barney
Oh,
head
yeah, I'm
on a donkey
kind.
body. Huh? What was that, 14 you said?
Yep,
It is a spell.
Oh, and it's a spell, so I get
it
the
is a
dice.
spell.
And I'll spend 1 adversity token.
Of
Gonna
course.
roll a
yeah,
grit
no, burn
roll.
all your tokens on the donkey bit. Just go for it.
Mitt
Listen,
to the
you
bit.
know I'm for the bits.
I know.
And that nails 14 on the head. On
Okay.
the soon-to-be human head.
And the donkey head shakes. You see the fur flying away as the face begins to horrifically morph back into Barnabas's face. Yes, that jerky, like, it shakes a few times, then it's partially human, shakes a few more, another section is human, and then shakes one final time, and it is human.
No, why? No, why?
And he turns his head around to you and he goes, "Oh, I think Desmond's onto something. You should probably use your magic-y bits and figure it out."
No!
Isn't that right, Desmond? He said.
Why?
I made my grit so I didn't throw up, but I'm. Ooh.
Quick, time's of the essence, Amelia.
If even Desmond is disturbed by that.
I talk to you because I leave my vocal cords normal, like when I polymorph. But yeah, she's around here. She's here somewhere. There's a pocket dimension, or she teleported up or down.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like turn my. I'm gonna try to do a spell that turns my wand into like a divining rod.
Okay.
I like that.
What?
No, I like that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are you trying to divine? Are you trying to find near water or?
No, I'm like I'm trying to find the snow globe. So I'm using it based on my knowledge of magic and sight. And I'm like, okay, I watched that spell happen. And so
Okay. So you are attempting to use a divining rod to lock onto the location of the snow globe.
yeah.
Okay. This is a reality bending effect.
Yeah.
This is big because you have to, in theory, go out to a very large radius unless you want it to only affect a small area around you.
Nah, you gotta go
Go
big. We
big.
gotta find her.
Go big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're at 12 so far. How long would you like this to last?
Minutes.
Minutes. Okay. We are at a 13. And have you done this divining rod spell before? Or have you witnessed it?
Maybe I've witnessed it, let's say.
Look it up.
Okay,
You
so
gotta
we're
find
at
your keys.
14 for this brains roll.
I don't lose. my
Brains
keys.
magic. It's brains at least.
That's true. Up off the table.
Oh no!
Oh man.
Oh
Into the
gosh.
dark.
Okay, close it up. Close it up. It's done.
Oh. Ew. Okay. I didn't roll my d4 yet.
Hmm.
With a face like that, doesn't matter.
With my adversity okay, I got a 7.
Okay, unless you have, do you have 7 adversity tokens?
No,
Okay.
I have 3.
Okay, so you fail by 7. It fails in a benign burst of magic. So what kind of minor, incredibly brief, unexpected effect happens?
It's embarrassing. Okay, I know what happens because
It does say
I'm
narratively it may be slightly embarrassing.
Well, because I'm so I'm gonna say this happened because I'm so distracted by the horror show that is Barney right now.
Barney's
Fair.
donkey
Um,
neck is definitely like bent in your direction and just like he's watching you like
and because of that, my magic causes him to have like extra giant eyebrows for like a few seconds.
So you have extra giant eyebrows for a few seconds as well. So really, the only
Shared
person
pain.
suffering
Right,
is
it
me.
affects you,
All right, let's-
and then it goes on to him. Because now you both have it.
Okay.
Yes, Barnabas is the donkey with the Barnabas head. Okay. That's that.
Just terrible.
So, did you find her?
No.
Your eyebrows look great.
Thank you. Oh, your eyebrows look great too. I'm just gonna start looking around
Okay.
with my regular eyes.
Barnabas,
Yeah.
do the spell where you make everyone sing the annoying song within like a 30-foot radius.
Oh, but I mean, it's
What
pretty
does that
improper when I
mean?
choose to do that one. Are you sure?
Yeah,
You
just
really
make it
wanna
only
sing?
target adults.
What?
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm more than happy to do that.
What?
If it helps.
What?
Remember the time that you made one time, Amelia? We were outside the teacher's lounge, and Barnabas, because he's really good at charm spells and mind affecting spells, he cast "This Is the Song That Never Ends" and made the teachers in the teacher's lounge sing the song that never ends for a good 30 minutes
Yeah, it took a little while to dispel it. It was great.
because they
Of
couldn't
course
talk.
you did that.
They were singing.
Did you hear about it? It was pretty big news for a
But you
bit.
only have to do that for like 5
Yeah, I
minutes,
may
and
have
if
heard
if
about
you make her
that.
sing it loud, then that'll be fine. Just make all the adults do it, and
It
we'll
got
listen
really
to her
scary
voice.
when that one person couldn't take a breath. But besides that, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We didn't know they had asthma. Who doesn't take care of asthma when you have magic?
I-
That's
Well,
all.
yeah, I
Okay,
mean, usually it's breath control
Why
when
don't
you're singing. It's
why don't we
important.
just look around? Okay, so let's think about this. Remember what we saw through her eyes?
No.
All right, so cast it.
No,
Okay,
no.
here I go.
No!
And he starts clip-clopping around, just doing a weird donkey dance. And
Make
he,
it big. She might still be in the building. We gotta find her.
Remember, you don't get your magic bonus from your wand if you're in animal form.
That's fine. I'm gonna ride out the remaining minutes of my doggy form.
Okay.
I'm looking around at the same time. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
My
Reality
regular
bending.
old eyes.
Reality bending. How far of a radius do you want? You want a large radius, I imagine.
I'm following what Desmond requested, so
Gotta be
30
big,
feet
yeah.
around me.
A classroom.
Yeah, classroom, sure.
Okay.
I would
So
go
we're
big.
at massive. So that's 12. And
Only adults.
how long did you want it to last?
For 5 minutes.
Okay. We're at 13. And you've cast it before.
Oh yeah.
You're at 14, and there will be an additional +2 because you are targeting only the adults in the area. So we're at
Okay.
16 on your charm roll.
I hope you guys are ready to start singing when I fail this.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. Charm, baby. Rolling hot.
And if he botches it, of course, the chat has to do all the singing, right?
Yes, exactly.
Obviously, everyone.
You can only talk in song lyrics.
Yes, it batches. If it botches, it hits the chat, and they have to only type in song for the remaining.
So that's an 8.
That's an 8. Okay, not even close. So,
What was the number? You got so much adversity.
16. The number was
Hey,
16.
I assure you, I've burnt enough for the bits. But I do get a little more adversity now.
Yeah, good thing you burned all those tokens on being a donkey.
All right, so you failed.
Honestly, no regrets.
You failed by 8,
Me either.
which means a benign burst of magic.
Sounds about right.
All right. Unfortunately, chat, you don't need to sing. I'm sorry to hear it. He didn't fail it by enough. All right, Barnabas, what happens in your benign burst of magic?
I mean, I think it's pretty clear that the three of us are affected for the song.
All right,
That
so
makes
for the
sense.
next 5 minutes, I guess it's sing mode for you guys.
Oh.
I mean, I assume so. I think at a minimum, I would probably get affected.
And of
That's
course,
fine. I can
Amelia is
situationally
linked to
sing.
you, so that will
Right.
affect
So
Amelia
Amelia
as
would
well.
get affected too. Right. Exactly.
Right.
All right, there we go.
All right.
I'm not hearing singing. Not around us. Don't know what to do. Hee-haw!
It looks like you mucked it up. It's only affected me and you.
I see we're doing a
Why do
musical
you
fun.
two sound like you're? Oh my God, I'm singing too. What did you do?
I'll cast a spell. I did what you asked me to.
We just need to keep looking. Let's just keep looking around. Let's see what we can find. No more casting spells, please. I'm looking.
Okay.
George, with my eyes.
Okay, give me your brains roll.
And while Amelia actually is like doing her work, Barney's just gonna like plop his little donkey hiney down and just kind of like just think for a bit and like think back on all of his observations of Cosgrove and whatnot, and just like think about the things that he's picked up in his times of bothering her and meddling with her and whatnot. But you do your thing, and I've got something.
Okay.
I got a 20.
You got a 20.
A dirty
20.
20.
Okay. As you are looking around, you find what do you find? You find a very tiny, almost imperceptible little scorch mark toward the center of the area that Desmond was indicating toward.
Hey, take a look over here. I found a little scorch mark.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. Walks
I'll go
over.
look at it, obviously. Like further look at it and examine.
Yeah, it's a circular mark on the ground, burned into the floor. Other than that, it's so small it's hard to get any real detail from it. But it does seem to indicate something happened there.
Hi, Amelia. Do you have a spell that can deduce spells?
Oh, sure, that's easy.
I have a spell that can reduce spells.
It's a good one, but I think we want to know what the professor did.
I was gonna shrink Amelia again. I've already done that one.
Enough with
That's
the
fun
shrinking.
too. Let's do that again.
All right,
But I'll
here
wait
I
for
go. I'm going to, I'm just gonna do some kind of like, and I'm sure I do this a lot, like not necessarily detect magic, but I guess
It's basically detect magic.
Yeah, it's detect magic.
Or identify magic.
Okay.
Yeah, identify magic is more like
So reality bending, because you're trying to identify magic. Magic is not reality. It's small. So we're at 8, and I know you just rolled an explosion on your 20, but I'm still going anyway. Instantaneous effect, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at an 8, and this is something that you've
It's the first
cast
time.
or mastered.
I think I've cast it.
Okay, so we're looking at a 9 difficulty.
Okay, I rolled a 16.
Oh, you didn't explode it. Okay.
No, but I was excited because it's a good roll.
Yep. Character casts a spell quite impressively. To anyone watching, it seems like the spell is mastered. The spell functions perfectly. At which point, your 5 minutes have passed, and the magical effect goes away. And also, Barnabas is no longer a donkey man. Thank God.
Thank God.
Also, that was very kind because I've been tracking in-game time.
Oh. No, I was doing it.
Yeah, I checked the time. I was like, I'm ready. I do this all the time on my stupid streams.
Oh, no, I was tracking in-game time. We had only done the 25 seconds.
Oh.
But George is very kind.
I am very kind. What can I say? All right. So, you engage your detect magic. What does your detect magic manifest as?
I would say that it manifests as a little like almost like not caricature of a raven, but like a funny like cartoon raven, like, and you know, like a blue silhouette shadowy thing, and it has like a magnifying glass and it's like looking at the spot.
Okay.
And yeah, it's
So-
like my little detective.
At the location, you can find remnants of portal magic. However, there is something tinged throughout it that is unfamiliar. A kind of magic that you've never seen before. At least never seen the complete version of. Because as you look at it more and more, you can see remnants of the theoretical magic of the tax code within it.
It might be tax code magic. Okay.
The tax master got
This-
out of the bubble.
This is definitely a portal of some kind, but there's this weird text. I don't understand it. And that makes me so mad that I don't understand it because I want to understand it. I don't know what it means though.
Maybe she's been imprisoned by him.
Maybe.
You can give me a brains roll, Amelia. And Barnabas.
Mm-hmm.
If Barnabas was paying attention to things ever.
I mean,
Another
as
16.
much as he ever does, which is represented by his D4. So
Okay.
sure.
So that's a 17.
Roll the 1.
Okay. Amelia, you remember when you were looking through the professor's eyes, seeing her holding the snow globe still.
Oh, that's true. No, she was holding the snow globe.
Oh, maybe the tax master had her right where he wanted her.
Gosh. Well, I'll do a brains roll if I need to on this.
Okay.
Actually, no, maybe I'll just try to do it.
Okay, try and do it. I haven't said no yet.
I'm just going to quietly try to recreate the spell that was done.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to read the magical signature and then somehow reverse engineer
Duplicate
it.
somehow.
Okay. So, this is going to be a very hard spell, you realize, yes?
I
Okay.
I think it's a great idea, which should tell you a lot.
So, reality breaking, because you were attempting to not only work this portal magic, but also to read how to do it from the remnants of it. It's bigger than a person, smaller than a classroom, so it's 5, so we're at 12. This is going to take you longer because you're going to have to actually spend time studying it while casting the spell in order to kind of recreate the elements of it. So it's
Yeah.
going to be an hour long. So we are at 14 now, and this is something that you have never seen before. So we're at a 19 here.
Oh my god.
We're at a 19 on this brains roll. This would be
George?
the time for somebody to redeem a loaded die if they
It
want you to
sure
succeed.
would.
You don't know what they're gonna do.
No, we don't.
That's true.
They might give you a 1 for all we know.
Question for you, George.
Yeah,
Uh,
as you delay.
Well,
Yes.
it was because I was actually, like, as Barney, I was about to suggest Amelia try to reverse engineer the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Because obviously Barney's aware his magical ability is just about enough to get out of a paper bag. But is there any means for him to be able to pretty much like supercharge Amelia with his magical power? Like pretty much just like funnel his aptitude into her to allow her to get like...
Like an assistance kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he doesn't have the skill to direct it, but he knows he can generate. Like,
You could attempt the check at half difficulty, and if you succeed, then you will give her the ability to use your adversity checks, even though this is a snap roll. So you'll be able to give her your adversity tokens, even though you normally couldn't in this situation.
Huh.
all right, I'll give it a whirl. Why not?
Good thought.
I give it a whirl. What's
So the difficulty for her was 19, I believe I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So half. I'll be kind and say it's rounded down. Give you that 9.
Is it still brains?
I'm gonna
Yes.
cast Desmond's daring determination and try and give them pluses to the roll.
What?
It's a buff spell. I'm
Oh.
making them reckless and brave.
That's not good in this situation. That's worse.
Yeah, it's
Is
really
not.
not.
All right, Barnabas, make that roll.
Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, I'm doing it. That's
Oh.
a 10, and I'm still exploding.
Oh my gosh.
11.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, solid blue? What are
Loaded
you giving,
dice
solid
aimed.
blue? Who are you aiming at, and what
Oh,
number are you choosing?
Finish it! Finish it, Craig!
I did. Mine's an 11. Mine's an 11.
All right, solid blue. What are you doing for that loaded die?
I mean, he
Our
could.
fate is in your hands.
Yeah.
He could shoot. Oh, it was to help him.
What number were you going to give them?
Use that.
Which yeah.
It might
he's right,
change
he's right.
things.
But you didn't need. That's
If you
true.
give them a huge number, it might have some kind of larger effect.
If you're helping me, just type the biggest number you know, solid blue.
biggest number you know.
No, come on, there's better than 20. Okay, no, I'll
Okay.
take 20.
Hey, that was
I'll take
generous.
20.
I'll
Thank
take
you,
20.
solid
Yep.
blue.
Thank you.
So you
Solid blue, you're a good
succeed
man.
by 10 or higher, which means it is effortless. It goes off. In addition, I will allow Desmond to also kick in adversity tokens. That's how well it kicks off.
Ooh.
If he
Wow.
chooses to.
I'm not gonna. Wow.
Right.
Okay,
How dare
Amelia.
As
It's
Amelia
down
goes
to
to do
you.
it, Barney just like puts his hands on her shoulders. He goes, "You got this, big brain. I believe in you."
Oh, thank you.
And everything comes down to
And I-
one die roll.
Here we go.
Come on, you nerd. For some reason, I get sucked into the energy field.
Yeah, come on,
Do you want
nerd.
me to show it to you on camera? It's a 14.
Oh, I
Okay.
believe you.
Okay,
14.
hold on.
Do you have enough
14.
adversity tokens across
Plus
the two
one.
of you?
Wait,
Oh, wait.
hold on.
Right?
I'm not
Well,
done.
die
I'm
for
not
it.
done.
That's a good. Fair point.
Plus one. Okay, so 16, and then I have 3 adversity tokens, which is 19.
Okay. That meets it.
And
Are you pushing
it
higher?
does. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
It's up to Barnabas.
I don't even know what the point limit would be to do that, but I mean, it probably would help for us to kick it up higher, right?
Maybe.
I mean, you know what? For like thematic effect, because I am contributing, I'm gonna throw 5 adversity tokens into that.
Okay. So that brings you to a total of 24.
25.
I'll
25?
throw one.
That brings
Or-
you to
or
a total of
25.
25. So
There we go. 25.
So, Amelia, you begin working the magic. You begin making your way in, trying to recreate the spell. And as you do, the secrets of the tax code are beginning to click into your mind. You're beginning to figure out how it works, how it amplifies your own magics. From now on, when you try to cast a tax code spell, it will no longer be inexperienced. It'll at least be witnessed. And as you do, as the final little puzzle pieces click into place, you cast the spell. There's a momentary burst of energy out, which threatens to suck all of you into it involuntarily. But because of those last final adversity tokens, you get it under control, and you form it into a stable portal in the middle of the room.
And I just very excitedly say, "We did it! We did it!"
That is
Pointing
amazing!
to it.
So we go in, right? We're gonna go in.
Should we go?
We're gonna go in.
I dash in.
Okay,
Ah!
yeah,
All right,
let's just go.
Desmond dashes through the portal.
Yeah, we run in. We run
Yeah,
in.
we run into it.
Okay, you all run in one after another. You run through the portal, and as you do, you feel the lack of ground on the other side as you tumble through the portal out into air. Eventually, not too long later, landing on something soft. Something like sand. And as you look around, you're in a dark, somewhat circular room with a little rectangular divot in the middle. And you can see that you're in a big pit of sand here. And up above you to your two sides, you can see some colored lights lining the room, giving off just a faint bit of illumination. And as you turn around, you can see some stairs leading up to an upper level in the one direction. And in the other, you can see stairs leading to a small platform just above the sand, which has a purple sphere on it. And you can not see Professor Melinda Cosgrove.
Get around for footprints.
Okay. Give me that brains roll.
Barney just gets up and brushes himself off from the sand. And
Brushes
4.
himself off, brushes the footprints away on the ground.
Right, right.
6.
6. Okay. Yes, you can see footprints leading up toward one of the staircases leading up to the second level.
I do a quick like boof and then like go that way.
I'll follow.
Barney starts following.
Mhm.
Hi, Professor!
Okay, you make your way up the stairs, and you find what looks like a spiral staircase leading down.
All right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do?
Mm-hmm. I go down.
You go down. Okay, the bloodhound lopes down the spiral stairs.
Oh, should we be concerned about the purple circle thing that was over there?
Yeah.
Maybe she's trapped. Maybe the taxman trapped her.
I'm gonna look at that and
She went toward these stairs.
try to just quickly discern what it might be.
All right. I mean, yeah, but make it quick. I mean, if he's got the trail, he's got the trail.
Okay,
Okay,
give me your brains roll.
I'll just take a quick look. Okay. That's a 19.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It was, at one point, clearly some kind of magical crystal of some kind. However, now it has a very large crack running down the middle of it. Something shattered this once powerful effect. Desmond, as you are making your way down the stairs, you catch a glimpse out the window into a dark outside world. You see a fiery light in the sky, and you see ruined buildings off in the distance with your... Wait, how are bloodhound eyes?
Just normal.
Are they
Just look
normal?
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, yes, you can see some ruined buildings on a skyline far to the side. And you can see... I'll take a brains roll for this next one.
You got it.
Ah, dogs are colorblind. Thank you, Walrus. So you can see a sky that looks like a different shade of sky.
Yeah, I get the impression that things are just very differently hued.
Yeah.
I got a 1, so whatever it was, I could have
You
noticed.
do
I
not see it.
notice.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
And of course I say, oh, that, there's some kind of crystal, but it looked like it got broken, cracked. I don't know. Not sure what it is.
And Barney glances over at it, and I'm going to spend an adversity token to use intuitive again. So I may ask the GM about my
Thank you,
surroundings, an
Weasel.
NPC, or the like, and you have to answer honestly. What is that thing?
What is what thing?
The purple thing, like beyond what she knew. Like, what is this actual thing? Is this like a crystal prison of petrified Pete? Is this like what am I looking at here?
This was a control stone used to control some kind of magical effect in this room.
Okay. Barney goes, that probably was a control stone capable of controlling something in this room. And it's broken now, too.
How do you know that?
I have no idea. Come on, we gotta go! And he starts going down the stairs.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay,
I don't know.
that is not what I thought you were going to use your ask for, but okay. All right, you make your way down.
Hey, I got more points.
You
They're
make your
coming,
way
buddy.
down the stairs, and eventually you too see the sight that Desmond saw.
Yeah,
The
I was gonna say,
fiery
you guys see
sky.
that city?
The ruined city, and you can give me your brains roll to see if you see the other thing.
Nope.
Sure.
That's a 1.
That's a 9.
Okay,
9 is 9 times better than me and
Yeah, but for
Buddy
me,
got.
for you, yep. You can't quite make it out, but you see some kind of further darkness lurking around. So there's an area that is darker than expected, but you can't quite make out anything within it to identify the cause.
I point it out regardless, and I say, look at that over there. It's so dark.
It is, well, it's hard to tell because it's blackness. It's hard to judge distance.
Barney just cups his hands and, Professor!
Your voice echoes through the stone spiral stair.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and pick up a trail again.
Okay. Give me your brains roll.
You got it.
You gave this life to yourself as the
I
tracker.
did.
Yeah.
I did. I should have went with lower grit. Should have been.
I can't think of any other stat that would be appropriate for tracking.
No, me either. I don't. Hey, I don't blame you at all. That's 7, 9.
9. Okay. It is very hard to track on stone.
Oh wait, +3. 11.
It is very hard to track on stone, but you're very good at this. As you're making your way down, you catch little glimpses of her scent. So she clearly did go this direction.
Yeah, I'm hustling. I'm like, she's this way.
Okay.
All right. Well, right behind you.
Are you?
I will be soon when I turn into a donkey.
Okay.
No. I'm not
Do
turning into a
follow.
donkey.
Okay.
I pull out my broom.
Okay.
Oh, that's a much better idea.
You make your way down the stairs until you eventually arrive in what looks to be a a trapezoidal shaped room. So it's got two side walls slanting in like this, and then one that is kind of rounded on the inside and rounded on the outside, forming, I can't think of a better word to describe that shape.
No, I agree.
But I got what you were saying.
And you see
Okay.
two
Yeah.
doors, one on each of the slanted walls.
And that's it? Nothing else in the room, really?
Nothing else in the room, really.
Well, she had to have got in one of these.
Well,
yeah,
I'm
keep-
gonna make a brains
I'm just
check.
gonna keep following the trail.
Well, I'm looking around the room.
Okay.
And Barney's just looking between the two doors to see what looks marginally different between the two of them.
got
that would
an
show
11.
disturbance.
Okay. You got an 11.
Yes.
The room is clearly meant to be some kind of passage. It's not. It's basically meant to house this. It's like a stairwell.
Okay.
So, like, you come in here
Sure.
and you make your way out.
All right. Well, then I'll look at Desmond.
If I had to roll again, I rolled a 13. If I didn't, then I'll just
What were
keep
you
on
trying to do?
focusing on
Track?
It's still just smelling.
Good lord.
Does he need,
13
does
on
he need
your...
a new roll,
Yes.
or does he maintain?
Okay. You can see that she went out the door to your left.
Yep, I go that way.
Okay. You make your way to the door.
Hmm.
It is a metal door. Almost seems to be of linked chain. But it is solid.
That's a heavy door.
This is so weird.
Barney glides over to it and tries to open it.
Okay, you open it. It opens easily.
Oh.
Okay. You
Let's go! Flies through.
Okay, you fly through. You can see another room that is similarly shaped. This time, however, it is the opposite angles. So it is smaller on the outer side and then larger on the inner. And you can see along the inner wall a desk, as well as what looks like some kind of window looking into another room. And you can see another door on the far wall.
Desmond,
Yeah,
you still got the trail?
hope so.
The trail leads to the window, but then quickly backs away and out the other door.
All right. I go toward the window and then I go to the other
You
door.
go toward the window. You see it looks into a larger room.
I know what this room is.
Yes. It's pentagonal, and you see what looks like big magical circle in the center of it. 4 more to the cardinal
Yep.
directions, and then
Yep.
4 crystals sitting
Yep.
at the sub-cardinal directions, whatever they're called. Each of the crystals have been shattered.
Yeah, I know where we are.
Okay.
Took me a while, but I got there.
Okay.
While he's doing his route, Barney just flies over to the desk and starts, like, looking around and...
Okay.
Mr. Pebbles! And he lets his monkey out and goes, get me all the papers and...
There are
Maybe
no
valuables.
papers left in the desk. It's almost like somebody picked it clean.
All right, Mr. Pebbles, back in the robe.
Just
Okay.
for edification, my badger is still looking for a powerful artifact inside of the headmaster's.
Yeah. I figured. Okay, cool. Great. Wonderful. Okay, what do you do?
I go toward the other door, and I'm like, she's this way. I mean, unless anyone else is doing anything else.
No. I mean, he's doing that while you're tracking. So as soon as you
Yeah.
show like you're still on the job, back in the
Yeah,
rope.
I'm following Desmond.
going.
Though I am saying out loud, like, where on earth are we? Or where are we?
I say I have no idea because I, as Rich, know where we are. I, as Desmond,
ditto.
have no reason to know where we are.
You don't.
I don't know, but it seems like there's a lot of power behind this place. Whatever it is, I mean, this is crazy. Follows as Desmond leads us in the direction.
Would Rich and Craig like to give me intelligence checks?
Sure.
No. Not your characters. What is your intelligence? Roll the die that is appropriate for your personal intelligence.
I don't know, man. You tell me.
I'd rather the chat tell me my dice.
Yeah,
Between
seriously.
a D,
There you go.
and I will only be gravely offended. But a D4 to a D20. What's my intelligence?
Give it to us,
dice?
champs. Woohoo.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we
you
have a D12 and a D6, so we're giving you a D8 there, Craig. And what about
Sure,
for Rich?
I'll take a D8.
Look at that face.
The ch-
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Oh boy. Okay, nobody's coming in to balance that out, apparently.
No, so it's D4 it is.
Okay. What did you get?
Tell me yours explodes.
It did.
Tell me it explodes again.
It's 4 and a 4.
Okay,
Yeah, walrus.
he'll get us somewhere.
This is Rich's intelligence. It's just all of a sudden spark of
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah, that's it. It's like it just happens or it doesn't.
Rich
You
is
can't-
super clever.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem, but cleverness
Very,
isn't a
clever.
stat.
Mhm.
It's more like charisma plus wisdom minus dexterity. It doesn't actually exist. So 10.
10.
I got a
Okay,
5.
Rich. The city on the horizon did not look like Craig Boshun.
Hmm.
Okay. Which will mean nothing to
Really?
the chat, but it means stuff to you guys.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Craig Boshun, the greatest named city in the world.
Okay.
Oh man.
Anyway, what do you do?
We following Desmond.
All right, Desmond, what do you do?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find
Okay.
the teacher. And
You
everything
follow
like
the
that.
trail. It leads through this next door, which leads you into a storage room. All of the boxes have been shattered, broken apart. It then leads you into yet another room, where it has the window looking into the central chamber. That room, again, has the desk and another door on the far wall, and it continues as such, leading you into yet another room with a trapdoor at the bottom, which the path does not lead you to. So if you continue following the path... Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking for the teacher right now. So
Great. So, the path then leads you into this final room, which is yet another room looking into the center, the base of the Pentagon. And then to the south, you can see an open door, which the trail leads out.
I'm gonna say that Desmond is hoofing it. So I have a question for George.
Mm-hmm.
Are we getting are Desmond and Barnabas getting inclinations and feelings?
No.
Because I don't know how all these things work. So that's why
Mhm.
I'm like, are there like bleed-ins
Right.
anywhere? All right.
Good question. Good question.
Okay. So yeah, this place is just weird. So I'm going a little
You know what?
quicker.
You know what? I'll let you make a grit roll to determine.
All right. We're better at that.
Am I rolling that? Should I roll it? Am I
Mhm.
rolling it? Oh god. Okay.
9.
1. Do I get
Barnabas.
adversity tokens?
No, because in this case you wanted to fail, as this was your ability to resist influence.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, Barnabas, you do get flashes of familiarity with this place. And infamiliarity when you looked out the window. So something wrong, but then something familiar about this place itself. Though you've never been here before.
Barnabas probably for the first time looks genuinely uncomfortable and confused.
And he
More
fills the
so
school with
than-
milk.
Yeah, than his average level.
Hmm?
What?
What's going on?
I don't know. We should probably find the professor. I mean, she's got to have the answers to what's happening. I hope.
Probably. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. You head out the door? Yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
unless that sensation that Barney got is sort of triggering
No.
danger in going that way.
So you go out and you can see what looks like it was probably once a grassy courtyard. However, the plants, the grass have all withered and died, leaving just decayed husks on the ground.
Oh.
Oh.
I
You can
think
see-
the professor was up to something bad.
You can see ahead of you a curving wall which ends up circling this entire circular room that you just exited. You can see 6 windows lining the wall to the south, as well as a pathway that leads to a door in between those 6.
Are we just stuck
Is
going
that-
through doors forever?
Is that where the
Yes. Yes, that is where the trail leads.
I again, Desmond is moving like with pretty good haste at this point. Like as long as I'm still on the trail, like I'm like at like a good like trot.
Okay. You continue down, it leads to the next door.
Barnabas, in seeing the direction that Desmond is traveling, will then also fly his broom straight up to get a bird's eye view of the situation.
Okay. The bird's eye view, you can see that you have a central tower, which is what you just exited. You can also see around it a toroid shape, semi, so it's not perfect. Down to the south, you can see it levels out a little more, so there's a flat bottom to it. But this donut shape fully encircles the tower with just this little ring of what used to be courtyard in the middle.
Flies back down to join the group.
And you can give me a brains.
Barney brains?
Barney brains, yes.
Thank you. That's a 1. And we're back.
There
Okay.
it is.
Okay, you fly back down.
Cool.
All right.
Looks like this place is almost like a school or something.
Hmm.
Desmond,
Uh,
you're at the door with the door is not open, so your
Oh.
little puppy paws, unless you
Like,
choose to
oof.
bash it down.
No.
I mean-
I'm looking to them.
Yeah, if he's at it,
He's at it.
and Amelia doesn't open the door, by the time Barney gets down, he'll fly
Amelia?
over and
Opening
land.
it?
No, Amelia looks like she's thinking.
Then Barney flies down and 2-point landings with the broom in hand and swings open the door.
Okay. You swing open the door into a large lobby, which looks very destroyed. Bits of stone fallen from the ceiling, a crushed desk in the middle. You see doors to the sides, as well as you look at it. Give me a brains roll, all 3 of you.
2. Can't
2.
last forever.
18.
Okay, Amelia, as you look at this room looks very similar to the main entryway of P. Gazette.
Mm-hmm. I say out loud, this is the school.
To be clear, no, the school is not laid out like this. Just this room itself looks.
I know.
yes. Oh,
That's
okay.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's still like it's just the first thing I say.
Got it.
It's not, I mean, it's not our school.
So, is she run into a different school? Why? We gotta find her. She's gonna have the answers.
I think she messed up.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. Come on, Desmond. We got to find her.
Yeah, I'm still sniffing about.
Okay. The path leads you to the southern door.
Still charging on ahead.
Yep. The door is shut, of course.
Barney is pretty much just like running in tandem with him at this point, and then if it gets to the door and Desmond indicates them working in that sort of pack cohesion, he's just swinging it open as he sees him like beelining.
Okay.
Get your wand ready, Amelia.
As you touch the
Hi.
door, give me a grit roll, Barnabas.
Sure.
Ooh.
A 4.
4. Okay. As you touch the door, you feel a shock run through your arm. You hear almost the beginnings of a voice beginning to speak from the door. But as it does, as the words immediately begin to come out, they begin to slow and distort, almost like a warped record playing, the voice slowly distorting as it fades away into nothing. The words indistinguishable.
Anybody catch that?
It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't really hurt you. It's just a brief shock that goes through you, like static electricity.
I'm going to go up and examine this door
Okay.
that he's like pulling his hand away from. And I say out loud, I say, "What happened?"
It shocked me. I mean, it was surprising, but it just gave me a little jolt.
Okay. You can give me a brains
Um,
roll to investigate the door.
Oh my god! I'm beginning to think these dice are not balanced very well, but like in a way that's good to me.
That's all
18.
So when you ran off at the beginning, you had to get your special dice. I see.
Hey, the
And
chat
they're
has
the
their
most-
loaded dice, and so
They're the
do
most
we.
boring dice too. Look at, I mean, I think they're pretty, but they're just like,
Okay. So you got an 18. You can see what looks like magical workings within this door. You see crystals lining it with an etching of magical runes. However, the crystals have all been chipped or shattered or just splintered in half. And the etchings, you can see what looks like almost small claw marks running through them, disturbing them, which is clearly what caused whatever that effect was to go slightly wrong.
huh. I relay that, of course.
So, do we need to fix it, or was it broken for a reason?
You know what, Kate Tubbs? Yeah, I'm assuming you're doing that to recharge the door.
Oh,
If that's what you're
what is
doing.
that?
I think she doesn't know what it does.
Normally that would recharge their
Do it.
spirit powers, but
Oh.
I would allow that to recharge the door if that's what you're trying to do.
Aw.
If that's what you would like it to do.
Look at that. Look
Okay.
at that.
Then
Weaving.
Nice.
let me just load that up because I didn't think anybody was going to fix this door.
Ooh.
Oh.
Little curveball.
Yep.
All right. Checks in the mail, Kate Dubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chat fell very silent during this segment.
Just so intense.
I think, I think everybody
It's confused.
getting a little nervous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh, don't worry. It will be well visible both here and on YouTube after 24 hours as required by Twitch. All right. Close the logs. Ugh. Watch out for the cookie men. Oh, the cookie men. The cookie men. The cookie men. Give me brains rolls, people.
Oh, come on.
Thank you, Naveen.
That's an 11.
That's a 3.
And Desmond.
See, I was like, is it a 1 or a 4? It's a 1.
I'll just take my
Is that all that your D4 rolls? 1s and 4s?
I rolled some 2s,
Did you?
but largely it's 1s and 4s. Yeah,
Okay. So,
I put it down and it was a 4.
Yep.
4 1.
all right. So, as you do this, the door begins to as you watch, the crystals begin to reform themselves, and the door begins to glow slightly as the cracks begin to fill in, and as it repairs itself. And you can see your spirit friend there touching the door. Brings its hand back. I didn't know that would work. Cool.
Well, thank you.
Probably won't work again, but maybe. How many crystals? There are approximately 13 crystals of varying sizes, varying from the size of your pinky nail to maybe the size of a D10.
So I'm gonna open the door now, I guess, right? Reaches for the door.
Okay, give me that grit roll.
3.
Great. Okay. You again feel a shock run through your hand.
Did it again.
This time, however, a face appears in the door, facing you, and begins to speak. Greetings, prospective student. We have verified the presence of the gift within you, but regret to inform you that Verathul is not accepting new applicants at this time.
Oh, what?
Furthermore,
wait.
to seek the splinters of creation is a work of folly. Turn back from this path before it consumes you. Should you wish to leave your application inside, it will be reviewed if an availability should arise. Please have a pleasant trip home.
And the smell goes through this door.
Yes.
Splinters of creation? Can I throw a knowledge check at that?
Sure,
Or-
give me
or
your
a
brains
brains?
check.
I mean,
I'm gonna do it too. Wait, did we all see it or just him?
Everybody saw it.
Got a
Building up those
7.
adversity tokens. 3.
Yes, none of you are familiar with it.
Well-
Now, Barnabas, give me a
Mhm.
D20 brains roll.
Okay.
Oh.
15.
A 15. Okay. Noted.
Interesting.
Okay.
Though, George, I will use an adversity token for intuition
Okay.
to ask you, what are the splinters of creation?
Okay. The splinters of creation are the shattered bits of the tree that was in mythology used to carve the world. So they are the splinters that were left over, which carried some of the power of this initial creation, which were then used to create powerful artifacts, which have been lost through the years.
Okay. Woof. Okay. Desmond is just gonna, or Desmond. I'm Barnabas. You see how shook
are.
up I am now in this story? Barnabas is gonna whip out his wand and look to the other two and go, "I'm gonna do what I'm good at," and he points it at the door.
When you touched it, you felt that it wasn't locked, just so you're aware.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
okay. Then he says that, and then he puts the wand back in his sleeve, and he just opens the door.
Okay. Yeah. It wasn't that it stopped you. You just jerked your hand back. Okay.
it.
So you open the door, and you can see outside a pathway that leads going down a hill slowly by a seaside. The grass is again withered, decayed, and dead. The stone on the ground making up this path looks almost charred with a layer of ash atop it. As you look out to the seas to either side, you can see this sickly green hue with tinges of red in various locations. Desmond, the path leads down, following, her trail leads following this path a little bit, and then arcs to the north, following the
where I
path
go.
along the cliffside.
I just am like, hurry this way.
Okay.
Follow.
Barnabas hops on his broom and flies.
Okay. Do you fly above the air, at ground level, following them? Where do you fly?
He's gonna fly a little higher so he can get a better viewpoint of the direction that he's going, and trying to like look in that direction to see if he can spot the professor.
Okay.
Can I make a brains roll really quick? Does it look like this place has been attacked with the claw marks and the ash?
Sure, you can
Like
make a
knowing what
brains roll.
magical attacks look like.
You can make a brains roll.
Oh boy. 1. All right.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
Feast or famine, baby.
Right?
Desmond and Amelia begin following the path. Barnabas, you fly up into the air, and you can see at the end of the path a gazebo. And from the gazebo, you can see almost a pulsing green light.
Is it sleeping?
Of all
You'll
the
have
time.
to get
I'm not
closer
gonna-
to find
oh.
out.
I'm not going to do the bit with you.
Of all the time. Cool. Barney is going to like do a nosedive down just to get close to the group and go, "There's something green and glowing up ahead. I'm going," and just
Well, wait,
fly.
wait.
And just
Oh.
fly.
Okay.
Cocky and cursed. Here he goes.
Mm-hmm.
As you get closer, you can see
Recklessly, I will charge after.
2 figures within the glow, though you cannot make out their features from within it.
Does this appear to be the direction the smell was going?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just charge after.
Okay.
Follow. I'm just
Yeah.
like, wait. This is not the right approach.
Yeah, and just keep
You have a broom too.
just beelines
Yeah, I
for
guess
him.
I should use my broom.
Professor! He says as he's flying at like breakneck speed towards.
Okay. You
Towards
shout, "Professor!" One of the figures turns toward you, holds up a hand, and then you see something extend from the other one and pierce the other shape, which then shakes and falls to the ground.
No!
As that
Zooms.
happens, you can see that the green glow begins to slowly subside.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're charging into that area.
Yeah, and Barney just is pretty much now at flying speed to pretty much body slam the other person.
Okay.
Just a broom.
Are you flying
a broom
into the
slam.
green light, or are you waiting for it to dissipate?
Cocky, flying through it into it, yeah.
Okie doke. I will need your brawn roll.
All right, here we go.
Oh no. Oh no.
Green means go.
Green
Stop
does mean
exploding. Stop exploding.
It exploded a d20.
Stop exploding.
Ooh.
Here we go.
The difficulty is 33.
Noted. Cool. So I got. Okay, yeah. A 3.
A
I
3.
got a 3.
Okay.
So close.
You fly into the green light. You slam into the thing, which does not budge. You feel metal as you slam into it, the jagged edges piercing you as you crash bodily into it. Amelia, you can feel the pain of metal
Oh,
puncturing
yeah.
your skin. Not deep enough to cause internal wounds, of course, just enough to cause bleeding and some pain. Barnabas, you are knocked off your broom, which goes sailing forward and clatters to the ground at the edge of the cliff ahead. The green light begins to recede further, revealing the figure that you crashed into. A large person in imposing green armor, head to toe covered. They carry a large blade of dark metal, which is still slick with the blood of Professor Melinda Cosgrove, who lies on the ground, no longer breathing.
When price be paid of flesh and bone, he says, pointing at Melinda Cosgrove, like struggling to get the strength to like even like do that because he.
The
just
spirit
obviously-
appears next to you. She's beyond my healing. But
He
you are not.
he doesn't say anything to deny it, but he's obviously like now trained on the awful green armored person who just
And
killed
the
someone.
spirit heals him.
Do you? Do you not? Do you will it?
Uh,
Can we all control the spirit?
He controls the healing ability.
Oh.
I am also wincing in the background, by the way.
I mean, it's right. It's sure, yeah, sure, it heals him.
Okay.
Why not?
All right.
Look cinematic, but yeah, it heals him.
All right. The spirit touches you, and you feel a cooling breeze settle upon your body as you feel your aches and pains begin to dissipate. Yours as well, Amelia.
Perfect.
As this creature in terrifying green armor tilts its head down toward you.
I'm gonna breathe a gout of fire at it.
Okay.
I try and remember. From memory, I try and remember what it was like having like those structures and stuff in place, and I'm just launching a torrent of fire at this thing.
Okay. This is reality breaking,
Oh yeah.
but it's
Well, I'm a dog shooting fire. That doesn't happen often.
yes.
I mean,
How big of a radius are you going for? How big of a
I'm just
blast?
shooting him. I'm just blasting him.
How
A
close are
firebolt.
you getting?
Pretty close because I'm ready to like transform into another thing and start like jamming up on this.
So
guy.
like normal fighting 5 feet apart maybe. Oh, well, you're getting a 45. So the Orange Works is helping you out there.
Wow.
Okay. So the difficulty is the 7 plus 3, that's 10, instantaneous, and this is something that you have not done before.
I have not.
And
no.
you've not witnessed anybody do this.
I've never done it through a spell. I breathed fire that one time, but that was it.
Okay. So after this, it will be a cast thing. For now, it is witnessed. So that puts you to a 13. So you succeed handily at this spell. Let's see what happens to resist it. Oh, Lord, I like this die.
Oh my god,
I don't.
is that another
Oh my
D20?
god, double explosion.
He's actually going to combat a 45.
Yes,
Wasn't
it rolled
high
a
enough.
50.
Wasn't high enough. This is a
Jesus
nightmare.
Christ.
I spent 20 adversity tokens.
Yeah!
Do you have 20
Hey!
adversity tokens to
I
spend?
have 25.
Okay.
Oh my
Yay!
god!
Hey!
Okay.
Basically, I like as his will is trying to
Ridiculous.
combat like mine, and he's getting closer. I literally am like, "You're not hurting Barty," and I just
The burst of flame goes out. It envelops this creature. It manages to avoid Barney, of course, because that would be awful. And as it does, you can
I'm
see
hurting
the
Barney.
form being obscured by the fire, which eventually dissipates. You can see the figure there, still standing, although it has hunched slightly. Its helmet, however, has been mostly vaporized, and you can see now the female face staring, glaring at you with fire in her eyes and a shock of long red hair sailing out behind her as she draws her blade and points it toward you.
Which you?
Toward Desmond.
Noted.
When green and red's first seal unbind.
ooh.
Okay.
I like it.
You technically actually already unlocked this one early because of an unlock ability. This is,
Oh,
I think.
Oh, is
Let me
it?
just make sure.
did we?
Oh, this
Or was
is.
it the top one?
Oh no, you're correct. You're correct. You're
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. We haven't done this one
Yep,
yet.
yep, yep. Okay. So this is. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Let me pull it back up. Oh boy. Going crazy now. Oh, that 45. Or what did it become?
Yeah, I
A
also want to
70?
say,
Yeah.
how scary is that?
I was
Oh.
gonna save all those adversity tokens to turn into a dragon, so I'm a little disappointed, but at the same time, I couldn't let Orange. I couldn't let that 45 go to waste. I was like,
No.
I gotta double down.
That's
Mhm.
fair. That is fair. Sorry, I have to open up a different book because this ability. All right. So Where do we have it? Where do we have it? Where do we have it? Loading, loading, loading. Screens are always fun. They're full of helpful tips.
Yeah, that was that. Since now I don't have the adversity tokens, the plan was to permanently turn into a dragon and just wreck house, but now I can't do it. So
I mean, it's a good way to go. Just live out your life as a dragon.
it's a one shot. I don't need to be Desmond again.
Yeah, right? Just be a dragon.
Okay. So you feel as you the words pop into your head. What is going on here?
What?
This sounds perfect.
And yeah, appropriately, Amelia says out loud, "What is going on here?"
Okay. And as you say that, the spirit materializes next to you, reaches out, and touches your arm. Your vision then dissipates. You see a hellscape around you of green fire, twisted monstrosities around you, demons of horrific form, nothing like what you see in traditional legend in your own world, not the demons that you've seen people summon. These are twisted creatures, insectoid, horrific in every way. You see also large, unfathomable creatures. And in the sky, you see a large, black, serpentine dragon flying through the sky. You see, in one of its claws, a figure in green armor, struggling against the dragon, before eventually the struggles subside. The dragon lands, places the figure on the ground, which eventually rises. They then stand together for a time before your vision shifts. You see a crack in the world. You see the merging of different planes, of different realities, and you see the two shapes, the black serpentine dragon and the figure in green, step through a hole in reality, which brings them to this place. But this place, whole. You see it bustling with activity. You see students running around. You see faculty. You see magical effects and education taking place. And then your vision flips forward, and you see it in its current ruined state. You see the figure in green armor standing within the gazebo, facing another being as green light begins to emanate from them. And you can tell that it sealed them there as the other figure dissolves into ash. And then your vision returns to the modern day.
Cool.
Okay.
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 Does Barnabas see that too?
Yes.
Shit.
I was gonna say because
We've
it was
established
painful and offered no answers.
I was
therefore, it was
so
painful.
overwhelmed with that whole vision that you're gonna hope that I can dig us out of this.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. That's great. Okay, great. So now, internalizing, a whole lot of stuff to take in. George, just question of note, because I was the closest when I saw Cosgrove stabbed and whatnot. That last piece of the puzzle, was that like moments before our arrival?
No.
Okay, so that was
a different figure.
assumed to be much. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But a similar situation of a green orb in conjunction with what we're seeing here.
Yes, whereas that one grew after she killed Cosgrove, this one shrunk.
Okay, I'd like to use a point, an adversity token for intuitive.
There you go.
Okay.
So asking in conjunction with the the green orb and the vision itself.
Mhm.
This is probably going to be an easy answer, but the understanding, just to spell it out for Craig, because now I'm involved in figuring this out, is that was a sealing ritual to lock away whoever this being is, right? That's sort of like the comprehension of that.
Yes, a desperate sealing ritual.
Okay. And I'll spend one more adversity token for another question. I am to assume that the murder of Cosgrove was breaking said sealing. So a
Yes.
sacrifice is what did that?
Yes.
Cool.
I will take brains rolls now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you will. You want some Barney brains?
16.
Desmond.
We didn't kill her. We were coming to save her. You guys killed her. You made her turn on us.
Okay.
You
Amelia,
got it. Yeah, I got
you
it.
as you
Yes.
reel from the vision, you look to the sky and you see that darker black shape as it begins to uncoil, unfurl, and you
Mhm.
can see the large draconic figure beginning to make its way down to you.
I'm just gonna go ah and like point it out. This is ridiculous.
I didn't need raise the stakes here.
Yeah.
Barnabas reeling from how high this situation has escalated. just to put that out there, reeling from it in like his own personal comprehension of who he is as a person and this world and everything, looking genuinely shook. Not to mention witnessing murder, like genuine murder.
Mhm.
Just to remind the audience, we're children. We're children in this situation.
We are children. I mean, yeah.
He's gonna just go with his gut of his first instinct, and with his wand in hand. Correct me. I don't know if I feel like we've been moving pretty quickly, so I'm hoping that there's still some juice. He'll turn his milk nozzle to full blast and point it at green and red. It's time to go on a milk ride beyond the gazebo as far as possible.
I'm
With the
to go on
blaze of
milk
1,000
ride.
suns, this milk cannon
Baby
fires.
time.
The baby.
And-
Sorry, baby.
Yes, baby.
I'll get the baby back. That's not the baby. That is correct. That was not the baby. We're getting the baby in here. I may have to sign back in. Give me a moment. I will get the baby. While Craig, you can give me your brawn or fight roll, depending on if you are attempting to do damage or just knock away. Fight would be damage. Brawn would be knock away.
Can I turn it into ice?
After he does his effect, sure.
I think I'm trying
Look,
to
you bring in the baby into this horrific situation, Rose.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay, baby. Don't look.
I think I'm going to do damage because Barney is angry at the loss of the professor.
Okay, so you are not trying to knock her away from you. You're just
No,
trying to
I'm-
hurt her.
Yeah, it's a lash out of a kid who just watched someone who,
Yeah.
albeit not close, I mean, he still,
Yeah.
Okay, roll me that fight.
Yeah, sure thing. Here we go.
So this is basically like a milk version of like one of those stone water cutters.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. That's a 23.
Wow, that's good. Because she
Ooh.
rolled a 17, so you did very well on that.
Ugh.
Okay.
And as he points the wand up, like getting up, and he's like still like covered in his own like blood and stuff, but he's like got a clenched jaw, and he goes, "No one hurts our professor!" And he cranks it up and just shoots it full blast.
Okay. So, explain your attack. You explained your attack. That's great. She then takes her sword and attempts to bring it up to deflect your cannon of milk. However, it's not truly a cannon. It's more the light simply touches things, and then milk is wherever the light would touch. So, so, she is overwhelmed by the milk, which begins staggering her, stumbling. You see a cut appear on her cheek from the force of the milk blast before she is able to use the blade in the way to deflect your light and recover herself slightly.
No one would expect milk. Just
Yeah,
straight
no
up.
one
That's-
would
that's
expect
true.
milk.
And at this point, Barney is just yelling, just ah! And as he is, he's pointing it down to pretty much try and like swoop her under the legs with a manifestation of low wave of milk, and then back up, and he's just pretty much just spray and pray, as he's just trying to just beat her to pieces with his manifestation of milk.
Okay.
If
So,
anybody else wants to do
what
something.
are you doing?
Well,
The rest of you.
I don't know. If I feel like I went and then she hasn't gone yet. That's the only reason I'm waiting.
Amelia? Are you? Oh, you're waiting for Green Lady to go.
Unless that's not how it works, in which case I'll.
No.
I'll
Green
keep
Lady can
going.
go. Green Lady can go. That's fine. Green Lady is deflecting the milk, and she begins backing away from you toward the direction of the approaching dragon.
Mm-mm.
A bee sting.
Barney's completely oblivious to this and in a fit of anger, so Just- just keeps going, probably walking in tow.
Amelia?
I'm thinking.
Oh, yes, Rose. You missed much crazy.
Yeah, this escalated.
We're basically at the edge of the universe in the apocalypse,
Yes.
shooting milk at a being that has probably destroyed every world before we got here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. You
How are
guys
you
didn't need
doing?
to raise the
Okay.
stakes for this. Okay. Amelia.
Since it's a one shot,
Yeah, go for it. Come on.
I'm going to use some combined knowledge here to try something.
Oh, boy.
Oh man.
I'm going to
string
use
cheese.
I'm going to use my portal knowledge that I now sort of have
Mhm.
with the knowledge of that weird void that me and Barnabas were in.
Okay.
I'm going to try to portal her to that void.
Mm,
Okay.
Like open a portal beneath her feet
Okay.
and make her go there.
Okay. And what is the magical sound of your portal magic?
5500101. It's fucking tax code.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like
I mean, it can be words, too. It doesn't have to be just sound.
Yeah.
Yep.
I made mine a rhyme.
okay, well good for you.
I'm just saying what you can do. I'll just give you an example.
It sounds like really creepy bells.
Sounds like really creepy bells. Okay, let's hear some really creepy bell sounds.
Ding ding.
Oh, she's tolling the dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is reality breaking. This is bigger than a
Yep.
person, so we are
Uh-huh.
at 12. You at least need it to last a minute for her to drop through it.
Yeah.
So, how long would you like the portal to last?
I guess
10
a minute.
seconds.
Okay, so we are at
A minute?
13.
Yeah, well,
And-
isn't it between is there a seconds option? I thought it was
No.
instantaneous or minute.
Yeah, it's instantaneous or minutes.
Well, that's the difficulty.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's basically open up, have her fall through it, close it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So we are at 13, and then you witnessed, so you're no longer inexperienced, so you got the +3 instead of +5. So you are at 16.
Let me just check my Oh, I think I used oh no, I have 2 adversity tokens now.
Hmm. We're at 16 difficulty with this brains roll.
I do. Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's either really good or really bad.
Please tell me that's good.
I rolled a brains roll, so I'm not gonna
Please
say.
tell me that's
thing.
good.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, that's
Oh,
bad.
God.
Thank God.
I'll
That's
explain.
Why?
I'll explain after the session ends.
Well-
why
Okay,
I was
relax.
super...
I'm just doing
Yeah, no,
stuff.
no, no,
you
I
get
know
to
why.
do stuff. I get to do stuff.
I'm not.
How dare
I
you
didn't
play this game?
so.
say
What is your
what?
total?
Let me get to my total.
Yep.
My total is 3.
Okay. So you fail by 13,
Dope.
which means the spell fails in a dangerous burst of magic.
Oh, cool.
So what
Cool.
happens when your spell fails?
Oh no.
I let you pick your own dooms here.
That's fair. It's very Saw-esque of you.
Never seen it.
You don't know.
Evil Weasel. No. The dragon has nothing to do with this. Oh my god.
All right. So Amelia, how does the spell fail?
Yeah, I know. I'm tempted to do something where I probably get teleported instead because that's super not helpful. I guess maybe I get teleported instead, but like to the void is a little extreme.
Well, you were gonna leave it open for a minute and then close it, so maybe you just have to climb back out.
No, not gonna be that simple. Come on, this is a near botch.
It's a bad fail. It's a
Yeah.
bad fail.
It's not the worst fail. So where
Be
does your
creative.
teleport
It's a one
take you?
shot.
You can choose anywhere that is not here.
Okay. I'll go back to the optometrist's office.
Okay, so Amelia begins trying to work her magic, and as she does, the unfamiliar still tax codes are proving difficult to master. And the portal, it looks like it's about to open over where she wants it, but instead, it opens beneath her. She falls through it, and it closes.
Look at that little boy.
Yep, big stretch.
Oh. He's very concerned with his face. Oh no. Oh.
Yep,
This is just a baby stream now.
yep.
He's getting stage fright. Is what he's getting.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, he probably is fixing the hair. And it went away at just the wrong moment.
You want to see more baby? You can redeem it in the channel points for RPG Blender, along with many other things.
Okay,
Well,
so Amelia, you find yourself, and there's Evil Weasel.
yep.
There we go.
Okay, there he is. So Amelia, you find yourself back at the optometrist's office. Barnabas and
Mhm.
Desmond, you are still there with the lady in green. Barnabas, you are shooting the milk cannon. You do not know where Amelia went. You probably didn't even see her vanish.
Barnabas is
Desmond,
completely
don't know
unaware
if
of
you
that.
did
He
either.
is focusing
I
on trying to
probably wouldn't.
make this lady in green suffer for hurting the professor. Just how do you like it when somebody puts you down? And he just keeps just like shooting the milk down on her, probably getting dangerously close at this point. Like as he sees her like stuck on a back pedal, he's like going for basically a point blank. Now just like fueled in an almost
okay.
homicidal
So you're going for more damage.
urge to just
yeah.
hurt her, to just make her pay.
Give me that fight roll.
Okie dokie. A 9.
A 9. Okay, you just barely beat her, but you beat her. But she rolled a 6.
All right. I just want to combo off of this just because it's cool and he's pushing her.
Okay.
So
well,
I'm
he's
gonna-
not pushing her because he chose
he's
to do
hurting her,
damage.
but
yes.
she's backpedaling.
She is backpedaling slightly. Yes.
But she's at least moving on the back
Mm-hmm.
while getting pummeled.
Desmond,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Desmond will kind of like circle as like the hound, like seeing that she's like backing up and Desmond's kind of got her on the ropes, so he circles behind and then he blows into the milk and creates ice shards behind her, pushing up. So as she's getting pushed by the milk this way, there's literally frozen ice coming.
She's not being pushed by the milk. She is deflecting it currently.
Oh, I know, but
Yeah.
she's backing up.
Yeah,
So essentially,
but there is
I'm
no milk
shooting ice-
behind her for you to freeze.
I imagine that it's got to be pooling and going somewhere.
She
There's
is
gotta be
shooting
milk
it to
all
the
over
side, reflecting it with her blade.
Oh,
You can,
all right.
You can try and summon ice.
You could stress
Yeah.
try and summon ice.
I was gonna say I was just doing it because the milk was there. Yeah, I could just do
I hear you.
ground.
Icy,
yeah.
icicles of milk to for her to get skewered on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So instead, we'll just do ground spikes.
Okay, and what are you trying to do with the ground spikes? Are you trying to impale or trying to...
Yeah, Desmond will actually go back to his original form, and I just slam my hands into the ground, and then like basically like earth claws come out and just try and impale her from behind.
Okay, give me your... This will be a magic fight. So,
Yes.
this is reality breaking. This is a big
You could
effect.
yeah.
This is reality breaking... reality
it's meant
breaking big. Right? Because you're
Oh.
making hands to go out and impale
Oh,
her.
I just want it to be an attack. It's not like a.
Yeah. Okay, so it's small. We'll give you the small. So it's 8 instantaneous. Have you made stabbing earth hands before? Have you witnessed somebody do it? Or is this completely off the cuff something that you're coming up with?
Yeah, we're just mad.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
just mad and
We're kids lashing
This
out.
is a 13 magic roll to get the effect off for a fight roll. She
Got
then
it.
gets to oppose it.
I got it. Oof. Okay, well that was, I did it, but not by a ton.
Right, well, that's going to be the question, whether your ton beats her defense.
I said not by a ton.
Oh, okay. So what did you get?
Distinctly not by a ton. I got a magic dice do explode or don't explode. This is a very important question at this point.
I think we said they do.
I think we said they do because I didn't care to look it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's fine. Okay, so then we're currently at 17, 20.
Okay. 20. You shoot out those hands. They look like they are about to strike her.
Oh,
When
no.
Barnabas, you see a green glow begin to emanate from her. And you see on her forehead a green circle of light appears
No!
and begins to emit a glowing aura of green fire. It is a filled-in circle on her forehead. As she turns, she arcs the blade, carving through the stone as it's about to impale her. The milk strikes her back, but you see her pound her foot down as earth begins to grow up around her feet, protecting her, keeping her rooted in place.
So neither of us did damage.
Okay. Barnabas, seeing her.
At which
Oh,
point,
sorry. No, you go. Yeah,
you feel a gentle hand touch your shoulder, Barnabas. Or, sorry, no. Give me a flight roll.
Okay. A flight roll. Very well. Very well. That's a 6.
Okay. You feel a spectral hand slap the back of your head.
What is it?
And you turn,
What? Who did?
and you see your spirit friend. Only now your spirit friend looks like Melinda Cosgrove.
What is it?
You're not good at much, Mr. Pock, but I should think you would be good at running.
Professor. What is it?
What's done is done. Don't waste your lives as well.
Barney at that point, looking shocked. By the way, Juan no longer pointing at the green lady, probably just straight up in the air. So now there's just a
A
giant
fountain of milk
torrent
shooting
of-
up
yeah.
and then
It's
raining
beautiful.
down around. This place
As-
is going
as
to be
he-
awful in a few
as he
hours.
Mhm.
yeah exactly as he turns slowly to Desmond, now in like a daze between green lady, spirit, Melinda, and he's Des.
Desmond will like look up and do I see Melinda or anything like that?
Yes, you can see the spirit of Melinda behind Barnabas.
Seeing that look, it's obvious that the fight is out of Barnabas, and so it kind of like brings Desmond back down. And he's like, yeah. So yeah, if it's, does she go? Is she gonna do anything? Because if not, then
No, it's your actions. This was spirit action round.
I do like a whistle in my teeth that signifies like a handoff or a meetup, and our normal like sport, and what the shifting hunt.
Yep.
And I run toward Cosgrove's body.
Okay, give me your flight roll.
12.
12. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Barnabas, what do you do?
Hearing Dez's direction, Barnabas shakes his head quickly and then starts running in the direction he is, and with the wand still like sticking up as he starts running, he then kind of brings it down almost like a column of milk from top down, just in the direction of the green armored lady.
And are you attempting to still do damage or beat her back?
No, beat her back at this
Okay.
point. Just like
Give me
just
your brawn roll.
berate her. Okay. Now I think it's time to blow some tokens, because now my wits are about me. So I'm gonna make that a 12.
Okay. Wow. All right. So you fire your milk cannon at her. As it strikes her in the back, she does not seem to even try to avoid it. She just grits and bears it. But you can see the stone encasing her leg begin to crack under the weight of the pressure.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
At which point,
Yeah.
give me... All right, you feel that the power of the milk is beginning to expire. You can spend an adversity token to keep it going for another round. It'll get more expensive the longer you want to keep it going.
But the milk.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna spend a token to keep it going for another round.
Okay, spend it.
Nice weasel. Nice.
You can both make me brains rolls.
Okay. You know how much we love that.
What is going on with Amelia? Amelia, you found yourself back in the optometrist's office. You dropped unceremoniously there. However, it has been a little while, and there is now no longer anyone there. And the lights are off.
For a second, I just kind of I'm sitting on the floor and I'm just disappointed at myself. What do I do at this point?
Also, so you know, that spell was a very good idea from Desmond's idea. It's only because of Rich's knowledge that I was horrified by it.
Okay, well.
Anyway. Would you like me to get their brains rolls while you think?
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead while I think.
Okay. Barnabas and Desmond, what were your brains rolls?
1.
And Desmond?
I doubled that with a 2.
Okay.
We're little rapscallions.
Yep.
We're not planners. We're doers.
All right. Amelia? That didn't buy you much time because they rolled horribly.
It didn't, yeah. Basically, right now, if we were an Evangelion, we'd be dummy plug mode. We're just...
And so, of course, like, the way we came into this office is not there anymore, I assume, right?
It looks like the doctor tried to push, like, the wall back in place. You can still see the seam of where it was, and he didn't quite line it up perfectly.
Okay. I'm gonna make this as quick as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to open that if I can.
Okay. Give me your brawn roll.
Oh yeah, okay. What is that? My 4. So it's a 3.
Okay. You are pulling at it. It's very hard. The doctor obviously struggled with getting it back in place, so it's going to be hard for you. If you
Yeah.
keep at it, you'll eventually probably be able to do it, but it's going to be strenuous work.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna try to get back. We're doing that same stupid spell.
Yes.
Okay. Are you doing it right from here, or are you trying to go down to...
Oh yeah, I guess I'll go back to the spot.
Okay.
It like might help me and stuff.
Okay. You begin making your way out of the office, over to the magic droppy box. You click the button, waiting for it to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Barnabas and Desmond, what do you do?
Did Barnabas make his way toward?
He's on his way while he's also trying to pretty much keep her back.
Mm-hmm.
But he's on his way towards you.
I'm gonna scoop up Cosgrove's body.
As a bloodhound?
No, I turned back.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he turned down. He turned back when he tried to do the
hand
ground
thing.
spikes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I will need a brawn roll to carry this adult as a child.
That's fair. That's fair.
I gotta say, cinematically, for whatever franchise this movie is, it's pretty intense and crazy as these two kids are fighting this horrific green armored lady who's like trying to just maintain her place. There's a dragon off in the distance, and one of the kids is scrambling to grab one of their teacher's dead bodies, and then it smash cuts to the other student in the elevator.
Just waiting.
Benina. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Your brawn roll, Desmond?
7.
7. Okay, it's a struggle, but you are able to lift her up. You're going to be slow going, but you'll be able to drag her or carry her.
As I get her onto my back and I reach out for just reaching my hand out for Barney, I point to her and I say, "Make her forget."
And Barney's eyes widen
Glisten.
with a little spark of mischievous joy.
40 minutes, Barney. Or actually, I don't say 40 minutes. I would say like one of our things. I say 1 period, Barney.
There you go.
And
It's 45 minutes.
And he'll point the wand, and just in like a quick motion, the milk stops, like immediately.
Mhm.
He just cuts it for a moment, and just waits a beat, for her like defensive position to shift as it all of a sudden, like he's just waiting for her to react to like all of a sudden the milk stop,
Okay.
and he's just watching for the window of opportunity.
As you do that, her legs take a wider stance, and she almost seems to raise her arms as if toward the dragon that's approaching.
As soon as her defensive, like where the sword was, where she was trying to deflect the milk and
Mhm.
all the gobbledygook, as soon as there's an opening towards her face, then he goes, "Gotcha," and shoots the spell off. And
The memory spell or the milk spell?
yeah, the memory spell.
Okay.
Just looking for a clean shot. He doesn't know what
All
that's
right. You
going
are
on,
attempting
artifacts
to
and whatnot.
this was... Oh, boy.
What's the difficulty? Whatever it was, it's the same.
It was
Yeah.
a 12 for 5 minutes.
Mhm.
I
but
think
I'm-
minutes is
I'm-
the same until you get to an hour.
Yep.
And we haven't been here for an hour,
Okay.
but we need it to be long.
And of course, she gets to oppose it, but roll your charm magic roll.
All right, here we go. Come on. This is the time when we need a little forgetful magic.
Mm-hmm.
Magic
Yeah.
dice.
Is this what adversity tokens are for?
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
definitely
definitely-
sprinkle a little something on
It's
top.
definitely-
So I rolled a 16 for my D20,
Okay.
a 3 for my magic dice, and I'm going to throw 4 adversity tokens on top of that. So a 23.
Okay. The spell strikes her in the back of the head. Her head jerks forward slightly. And you can see the beginning of crystals beginning to form outside of her head. Amelia, the elevator has arrived.
Ding! I get in the elevator and go back.
To 8. Okay. You press the 8. It begins
Mhm.
descending. The doors open.
I'm like running back to the spot.
Yep. Running back. You get back to the spot. You can see that the scorch in the ground has widened slightly.
Oh. Yay? I'm just gonna try to cast again.
Okay. Give me that roll. This was reality breaking. It was bigger than a person, so it was 12. Instantaneous, but is no longer inexperienced. It is now witnessed, so it is a 15.
Okay.
Unless you want it to last longer than instantaneous.
No. Okay. 9. Okay. Exploded my D4. Wait.
Living that dream.
Ooh.
Living that explodey dream.
14. And okay, I'm gonna use my last 2 adversity tokens to get 16.
Okay, you get the 16. It's a struggle, but you open the portal. And as you do, you can see not the room that you were just in. Instead, you can see almost a viewpoint from the snow globe. Give me a brains roll.
That's a 7.
Okay. With a 7, you can hear the ticky-tacking of a calculator in the background.
No.
As you are nearby Desmond, you can see Desmond, you can see Barnabas, and you can see, within the snow globe, the little accountant feverishly plugging away at his calculator with a panicked look.
Hopefully he's on Cotsgrove's body. That was the hope.
Yes, he was.
This mother effer.
Right. Desmond and Barnabas, you can see the portal reopen, and you can see the reception area with Amelia standing there on the other side.
Get the F in before this lady turns back around and remembers us, right?
Oh
yeah, wait, we should shatter those crystals, though.
Barnabas will make his way towards where Desmond is, and we see the portal.
Mm-hmm.
He'll then quickly whip back to where he sees the crystal that's, I presume, falling out of her head now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he'll point at that and try and summon it to him.
Okay. Amelia, do you communicate the duration of the portal that you created?
Yes.
I don't know how long it is. Greg genuinely did hear.
Instantaneous.
So we gotta jump in.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So as soon as the portal opens, I'm just like, come now.
Barnabas,
I'm then gonna do because I don't know what's gonna happen and I'm reckless and I don't know you're gonna do that. So I literally make a high-pitched bat noise and I'm trying to shatter it. So I'm doing a fight attack. I'm like, and just trying to just shatter those crystals.
Well, if hearing Amelia as he's like start making his way to the portal, that he turns to go for it, if he hears her say that, he's going to jump backwards into the portal and try and cast it as he goes to try and
There it is.
Okay. If you are attempting to go through the portal while casting it, it's going to increase your difficulty.
Of course.
That's fine. I'll eat it.
Okay. So, summoning it to you, that is reality bending. It is larger than the crystals that you saw falling out of the other person's head, but it is still small. So it is a 6 for the total there. Instantaneous. And have you summoned things to you before?
I have.
Okay, so we're looking at a 7, and the difficulty increase because of having to move quickly, diving backwards into there, will increase it by 5. So we're at a 12. For your brains. No, flight. Hang on, it was flight. It was flight. We established flight for stealing things.
I have a heart attack. Okay, I get a chance. I get a chance
Mhm.
with flight. Brains, I'm probably shot. All right. That's an explosion. What did we say the DC was?
The DC was 12.
I hit it on the nose.
Oh, boy.
D4 explosion to a 3, and a 3 for my D6, and I got a +2.
Okay.
Flat because of who I am.
So you reach it out, and the crystal begins flying toward you. Desmond, make your fight roll.
Oh, is there only one crystal?
Yes. Make your fight roll to try to shatter it.
Do you think, man? It's the motivation.
Yep, these are all simultaneous actions.
If you break
Yeah.
it, it's no biggie.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
we get
no,
it, it's cool.
Honestly, I'm like,
Okay, so
are we making flight rolls to jump back into the portal, or just?
no, you'll be able to
shatter.
get into the portal because walking
Alright.
is not very hard. This is reality bending again, small, instantaneous. So we're at 6. This is. Have you used a crystal shattering spell before?
No, I do new stuff every day. No.
Okay, so this is. Have you seen somebody attempt this?
I've never seen anybody use polymorph in this fashion. No.
Okay. So then we are at 6, 11 plus the 5 for that. So you're at a 16 for this fight roll.
All right, so that is 9, 11, and I have enough to destroy it. So I have a question. Can I use a brains to see if I think it's going to make it to him before it closes?
Well, you don't see him doing it. Your effect is your spell is being
so
cast at the
basically,
same
I'm trying to
time
be like.
as
Yeah,
he
we're
is
sim-
going
we're
like
sim-
that. So
we're
your spells are
simultaneously.
going to go off at the same time.
So.
Yep. You have no way of knowing what he's doing.
No, I have no idea. Yeah, exactly. And so I'm
love it.
4. I'm 4 away, and we still have to get home.
Mm-hmm. But how important is this to you?
Very, very important. It's very important the arbiters of the apocalypse, or whatever the hell is going on here, do not remember we showed our faces here. No, I'm gonna spend 4 because I would. I honestly, like, if I'm thinking about it, I would spend half my adversity to be like, I need this to be
Follow your
gone.
character.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that put you to?
On the nose.
What was on the nose?
It was, so I was at 9. Adding 4 puts me at 13, unless it was more than that.
It was more than that.
Oh, then I don't do it. Then I'll go back.
It was.
I wouldn't spend everything.
Yeah, it was more than that. So you.
Saw Blue saying it was 16.
So yeah, it was 16.
It was 9 plus 3 is 12. Oh, that's why.
Mhm.
Okay, 9 plus 3 is 12.
So what did you get in the
And
end?
then if I add 4, that's 16.
Yeah. So are you doing it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got a 16. Barnabas, what was your total roll?
Mine was a 12.
Oh, okay. So, you attempt to enact that
Hey,
spell.
George,
Yeah.
can I spend adversity token?
Sure.
I won't spend anymore.
I'll also spend 4 adversity tokens.
So you're
my
getting
God.
16 and 16.
Yeah, you
I
got it.
tried to
But you
save
will-
you. Okay.
You will have beaten it by 4 at that point.
I tried to save you. All right.
I want
I'm
it.
gonna-
I want the crystal.
As you reach out, you try to grab it. It begins flying toward you at the same time that Desmond releases that burst of exploding energy. The crystal shatters, but the pieces continue flying in your direction. I will take
perfect.
flight rolls from all 3 of you to dodge the crystals. If only one of you had succeeded, one of those things would have happened, but you made it on the nose, Mr. Barnabas.
I love it.
Oh god.
I mean, I am cursed. I just want to point that out.
Yes, that is
It
true.
makes sense. I got a 12.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Okay. Well, the good news for Desmond and Amelia is that you avoid the blast. The
Not
bad
just
news for
Desmond.
Amelia is that Barnabas did not avoid the blast, which means
Mhm,
you will also be
mhm.
affected by it.
Mhm.
As the crystals rocket into you, you feel the memories sinking into you. memories of your interactions with her, but from the other side, you feel the memory of her stabbing Melinda Cosgrove as it makes its way into your psyche, something that will now live within your brain forever, seeing from the viewpoint of Melinda Cosgrove's death at your hands. And you make your way through the portal,
Memory.
which then snaps closed right after you. You find yourself back in the reception area.
So yeah, Barnabas just backflops onto the ground.
I look worriedly at him, but also I'm just worried about everyone in general.
Oh, also, Amelia, yes, you get these
Yeah.
memories too because of the shared curse.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
great. So, yeah, as soon as we get out, I'm just going to sit on the floor and just stare. There's a lot to think about right now. A lot just happened.
I cast Return to Familiar and teleport us to my familiar.
Reality breaking, massive, sure, instantaneous, and inexperienced. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Yeah?
No, I it's like Pocket Friends, but reverse.
Okay. So give me that 15 flight roll.
You got it.
Oh, right, you have to affect everybody. Yep, okay. With the difficulty +2 because you have to affect them as well. So we're gonna give you that 17.
We got a 19.
Okay. So, with that, Desmond pulls out his wand, casts his, what was it? Familiar. What's the name of it?
Return to familiar.
Return to familiar. And what is the sound of return to familiar?
Um,
That's how he gets back at us.
Far away to furry friends, better times make amends.
Okay. And you appear back in the headmaster's office.
What does he have?
What does he have? He doesn't have anything.
Oh, you big dummy! And I just scratch his head. But
He looks.
I have tears in my eyes as I say "you big dummy" because I've just went through a totally traumatic experience. But I'm trying to just trying to have a lot of normalcy right now.
Yeah, he looks like a little while ago, probably shortly after you left here, some panic gripped him, and he had a very hard time searching effectively. While your life was in mortal peril for the last how long? Also, Barnabas, your milk cannon is gone unless you were willing to spend more adversity tokens on it.
No.
Forever.
No.
Okay. You find yourself back at the headmaster's office.
I'm going to just like very quietly just kind of like put my arms around both of them and just kind of like just comfort.
I'm gonna roll a
Not
grit
even
to not
saying
cry.
anything.
I got a 1. I cry a lot.
Yeah, Barnabas just has his eyes closed and he's just like wincing in pain. His one hand just like finds Amelia and just kind of pats,
Okay.
blindly reaches out for Desmond.
A surface to the side begins to emit light.
Oh God.
And you can see as it dissipates, not green light, don't worry, golden
I was gonna
light.
say someone's about to get blasted.
You can see the figure of the headmaster in the glass.
Barnabas is just eyes closed on the ground, still like sort of not
Students.
moving because of the crystal pains.
Students, what happened here?
Oh yeah, the body of the teacher's with us there too, obviously.
A lot happened.
Credits.
What? What happened? Tell me.
Barnabas rolls over to his side and slowly gets himself up.
I'll help him up.
And he's got like, I'm sure crystal shrapnel, like just.
No, the crystals, once they hit you, they phased through your skin. They didn't actually break the skin.
Oh,
It still hurt,
interesting.
but they didn't.
Interesting.
Cause
They just absorbed
wounds.
into me.
Yes.
Damn. Okay. Cool. He gets up and looks at. Headmaster, there's something bad coming our way. We don't know what, but Professor Cosgrove got in on the loop. Some big baddie who means to not just end our school and everything. It's end times here.
I will be back shortly. Keep yourself safe. I'll take a brains roll.
That didn't sound like it was good. 4.
Ooh.
4.
I got a 20.
This is the correct time to do this. I got a 3.
Okay.
3.
Amelia, you hear a loud crash coming from outside.
I'm going to like scurry to my feet and kind of just go to the source of it, or at least go. You mean outside the
Yeah.
headmaster's office?
No, outside, like outside.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna very quickly the closest way that I can see what it is.
Yep. Okay, you look out the window, and you can see that the sound came from Petrified Pete. You can see what looks like a large crack running down the entirety of its surface, and green light has begun to spill from it. Roll credits.
Damn you, George.
Cool.
That was the last P there. Thank you, Barnabas.
Yeah, of course. As many times as I can say professor, I will.
All right. Well, that was the conclusion of Kids on Brooms. For now.
Yay, one shot!
We did it!
Ugh.
Ugh.
I hope you all had fun.
That was awesome.
Super,
Super
super.
awesome.
Yeah, very, very fun.
Thoughts, comments, questions?
What a ride.
I feel like it culminated appropriately.
Yeah. Just utter chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm guessing I'm correct in this respect, but George, I feel like this is a splinter of the mainstream storyline that you have going on the podcast.
What do you mean, a splinter?
As in,
It's one of the worlds.
There's and also seems to, in some way, shape, or form, coincide with. I mean, Thera Thule is.
Yeah.
Some of the details for the viewers to understand. Vera Thule is a location that in the RPG Blender main story campaign that Rich, myself, our friend Greg, and possibly others participate in, and as other iterations of characters we played in, we've discovered that place, and we've gone through it and found all sorts of odd magical inclinations and mechanisms and resources. But it sounds like it sounded to me like it was that place, but much different from what we've experienced in our iteration. Like that place has seen some stuff since we players saw it last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So am I correct to say you just gave us a glimmer of something that Rich and I, and subsequently Greg and others have not seen yet, because in the campaign we have not gotten there yet?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's mind-blowing.
Yeah, that's absolutely, just for the record, why I didn't want her to go into the void, because I felt like the void was attached to our world. And so as Rich, I was like, I don't want this thing anywhere near our world.
That's really
No, and again, there's no way you could have known that. It was a brilliant, on its own, it was a brilliant idea. It was only because of Rich being like, I know what's happening. This is terrible. Don't let this thing touch our world.
Mm-hmm.
All right, other question I have.
Yeah.
George, you said noted at one point when I got like a 15 brains check or something. You gave me a D20 brains, and I hit like a 15, and you said noted.
Mm-hmm. So for anybody who's watching the podcast, because this is a reality jumping adventure, their Dungeons and Dragons characters that they played for this interlude is following basically Rich, Craig, and whoever else is playing. So as they jump between worlds, their Dungeons and Dragons character is in the background of any character that they play. That intelligence check was
that
his
Damon?
Damon in the background.
Damon's
of
sitting in the
there.
back seat of Barney.
Oh!
Oh, he's having a field day on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I told you,
Damon.
everything's connected.
It's his shitty little purgatory being in Barney's head.
Mm-hmm. And I think, was it Rich or Craig that picked up on what was going on with the glowing circle of light?
Me. As soon as we got there, I was like,
yeah, Rich popped on that one.
Oh no, you got it with the ceiling, with the seal.
No. When she went glowy.
No, I picked up on that
Mm-hmm.
big time. But I'm sure Craig did too, because we're
I mean,
playing in that right now.
I don't kiss and tell, you know.
Yes. Well, that is a little glimmer of the kind of stuff in our upcoming game, as we have left Dungeons and Dragons behind and are now moving on to our next segment. Starting on the 21st, it will be Exalted. So jump in on that. It's a crazy system of
It's
crazy
insanity.
powers.
It's insanity.
That's
That's really cool.
I really liked the ending to this, especially because obviously the first like 3 sessions are us goofing around with what are obviously obscene amounts of power, and then it's kind of the culmination of where does that end? Because we're children and we are using these powers innocently in a nearly innocent world, but when you have adults that have the same level of power as us, and more theoretically, where does that end and how does it go? And to see Cosgrove kind of go that route and be like, I'm going to take a peek into whatever this is because this is what I'm trying to find, which is also what I assume all of her symbols and stuff were, is trying to find.
She's mapping out the multiverse.
Yeah, like trying to find those pieces. And so in doing so, obviously burst through both space and time to get to this place. And we as children then got a glimpse behind the curtain of like, this is the kind of thing that adults would have to deal with in our world.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are the kinds of temptations and powers and horrors, which makes sense when you think about the fact that we're we're inside of like a Titan's dream for our school and stuff like that. They're obviously doing very groundbreaking, cataclysmic almost types of magic. So it was fitting.
Yeah, you guys set the groundwork for that cataclysmic magic going on.
We're basically like a pre-Dark Sands or Black Sands.
You mean Dark Sun?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that leaves it off with a good place to then possibly return to it for their next year in school, because just like in a Harry Potter book, nobody will believe you about what's going on, and everything will be just fine and dandy at the beginning of the next book.
Hey, except for Petrified Pete. Come on, that's a big
the next
bad.
one is gonna be us like fighting like a resistance. We're gonna be like 16 and be grizzled and smoking cigarettes.
I've got one chest hair.
That's all you need.
There you go, buddy.
All right. So, any last thoughts on the system or anything akin to that before we close the book, at least for now, on Kids on Brooms?
I just love it. It's such a fun system.
Yeah, anything that I can summon a light manifesting milk cannon and use as the main weapon of choice against the big baddie.
And become a weird donkey man.
Horrific.
Nobody should forget that part.
Horrific.
We won't.
Forever. Yeah, I'm looking for some real fan art of that. You know, I'm hoping that we can get some of that going.
Yeah.
No, this is awesome. This is an awesome game, and it's cool too because I think that for anybody who's not like a heavy role play game person with like lots of rules, this is easy to break into, and really the sky's the limit as long as you understand really collaborative storytelling. Like this is definitely to the nth degree collaborative storytelling, which is what made all of this as ridiculous and fun and captivating, and had like an emotional arc to it. I mean, like for me, the heartstrings got tugged when the iconic slap in the back of the head from Spirit Cosgrove shakes Barnabas out of what I was ready to just be like, and he does that until that sword kills Barney. Like that was where that was going to go. If there was no intervention or no way to pull him out of it, I was committed to having him just do that until probably the milk sputters out, and then that person just kills him.
All right. Well,
Although,
Hmm?
no, I was gonna say it looks like Megito's asking if we're gonna use these characters again for the next
yeah,
one.
I mean,
so
if
don't know.
we if we return to this, I'm sure they would have the option to use these characters again at their next year. Maybe take some classes in between to gain
And
some
of course we
perks.
would.
And of course they would. And don't worry, Walrus, there will be more sessions of other games coming in, I'm sure. Like on Saturday, there will be our very merry Alpha Complex Christmas that night. Uncertain
Oh, I
yet
can't
who
even
is
think.
going to be available that night to take part. But you saved your points. Naveen, how many points do you have at this point? Oh dear lord.
I don't want to know. I'm not gonna look. I don't want to know.
Oh boy, what is
I think
Naveen saving
Naveen is
for?
saving up for something in particular.
Mm.
Something big. But
Interesting.
yeah, so that's coming up. Very Merry Alpha Complex Christmas on Saturday. That'll be fun. Anybody who's available will be, of course, in it. We'll see what's going on there. And yeah, anybody got anything else going on?
I'm gonna start Dark Souls on Wednesday.
Yes.
Oh my. To those who go into combat, we salute you.
Yeah, it's gonna go great. But that's it, really. Otherwise, just normal stuff.
Okay. Craig?
Regular stream stuff happening. Tomorrow I'll be doing Dead by Daylight, 7 p.m. on, possibly earlier. It all depends. 'Tis the season to give a little extra as the community keeps pushing my goals out. So I'm going to keep giving a little more. Yeah, that's the most recent thing besides my average stream situations. Occasional daytime streams will probably be sprinkling in for the remainder of the month, though. So stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Rich, are you doing anything yet?
Nah, not right now. I feel like with the season and everything like that, and everything going on, it's we're just gonna take a nice relaxation approach. But the way it's looking, we'll probably start streaming in January. Might do a cyberpunk Twitch build together where we decide what kind of character we're gonna play as we go through.
I was going to say, I'm surprised you haven't just thrown on Cyberpunk and just don't worry about a mic and just play.
I mean, I got everything's all set up and everything, but I want to have a fun way that everyone can kind of build the character and go through the
Okay,
story
cool.
together. So we're all kind of, just in it together. The only thing I want to say is I want to make a punchy guy, but don't let me influence you.
This is what I would prefer, but really, sky's the limit, gang. We're going to do it together. So
Oh
I love
boy.
it. It's cool. It's cool.
Well, yes, tomorrow we'll be continuing the Dark Souls Soul Level 1 run. Manus, hopefully we'll beat him tomorrow, maybe Calamite as well. And then, of course, on Saturday we'll have the Alpha Complex game, Paranoia, live. We'll see, Evil Weasel, we'll see. But then, next week, outside of the streaming, as I mentioned, we're moving on to our next game in our podcast. So that should be exciting, I hope. We'll be moving to a weekly release schedule during that. So, yeah, if you have not checked it out, oh wow, that was good timing for that. Thank you, Stream Element
right.
Spot. Anyway, yeah, you can find it on any podcast app or on YouTube, whatever you like. But I think we've got some good stuff going on over there. It's been entertaining. So, oh, is it your birthday Saturday, Naveen? Oh, happy almost birthday!
Aw.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of stuff coming. If you have not checked out our YouTube page, check it out. You'll find us at RPG Blender basically everywhere. But yeah, we've got tutorials over there as well as the podcast and the videos from this as well. So I guess if there's nothing else, who should we raid? Is there anybody streaming?
Naveen, as a birthday present, I will let you
I-
have a say in a die 6 of my actions.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that so kind?
Just complete
Um,
Yes.
whatever
just-
you want.
Just giving. What a
I
giver.
have a community that I'm familiar with who has been very supportive of my comics and my content. They are playing D&D right now.
Mm,
If we
Oh,
want to do something similar.
sure. Who was
sounds like a
that?
perfect transition.
Yeah, just to like go outside our circle a little bit too. Here, I'll send you.
Yes.
Why not? Give some love. Give
Yeah.
some love to the fellow tabletoppers.
Alrighty. Fire that up in 1 moment.
Level 1 geek.
They're really lovely.
Cool.
Level 1 geek. Okay. I'm not familiar with them, so that'll be a new one as I put the cursor of shame back on Craig. Yay.
Where it belongs.
I thought there was something on my screen for a while. I was like, what's happening over there?
Okay. Let's do this. Let's see if I can actually do it right on the first time. Probably not, but maybe.
Got this.
Hey, it worked. All right. Well, thank you for coming out for this adventure. There will be more coming. Don't worry, more chances for you to use your points or for you to bank points to get that big reward that I know some people are probably going for. But yeah, until then, remember, there's gaming outside the Forgotten Realms.
Bye!
Night, everybody.